From New York City, welcome to the premiere of Stool Streams. Alongside Dave Portnoy, I'm Jake Marsh. Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Dave, before we get to today's Jenga match, I want to welcome you back to the office. How's it feel to be back in Manhattan?
No good. Bad.
Anyone you're excited to see or not to see specifically?
Yeah, I just ripped Brandon a new asshole, so I wasn't excited to see him in this room. That's, I guess, about it for now.
All right.
Anything else?
We're off to a great start. Back where we left off. So we've got 3 matches for you on the Play Barstool app. You've been spending all week making your picks, the 6 questions. The task for you at home is simple. We had more than 40,000 submit their picks, and if you go 6 for 6, you win the progressive jackpot of $500. Sounds great,
Pretty
right?
good. Pretty good. Pretty good for Jenga.
Not bad at all.
Spider's my guy.
Spider will be officiating this. But first, let's take a look at what's on the docket today. We have the 3 matches that we mentioned, and we're going to start things off with Brandon and Roan, a Yak crew, taking on KB and Kate. After that, it'll be Billy and PFT team, part of my take, against Team The Group Chat in Trent and Rhea, and we'll wrap things up with Donnie and Big Cat versus Marty and Nick. Any matchup stand out?
Looks great. How did these people pick their teams? Random?
It was randomized to start things off.
Okay.
But there is a lot on the line here. We mentioned the progressive jackpot. So for more, players have signed a waiver on cheating and things like that. So we're going to take a look at what went into that.
Kate, agree that I will be participating in all Stool Streams contests
with competitive integrity in mind. I will not cheat, I will not be discussing cheating, and will
not joke about cheating. If I am losing a game, I will not give up or stop trying.
I will fully compete and try my hardest until the final whistle blows. No exceptions. I will make
sure I know all the rules before I compete and will not criticize the rules or blame the officials
for any of my own shortcomings.
I am aware that any breaches of this contract will result in a
fine and a potential removal from all future broadcasts.
I will try my hardest in every contest I am participating in from start to finish, with no other goal in mind but to win. Sincerely yours.
Signed, yours truly, Roan.
Signature, Trent.
All right, Dave, so
what's up with that?
We have everybody on the record saying that they will not be cheating. Is there any question marks from you now after that video?
Well, yeah, there's question marks. I feel like you should be allowed to cheat theoretically because if you look at sports, gambling, sports highlight, for example, which is a pastime that I enjoy, those guys cheat all the time. And it actually, what's the difference? If the people at home playing Play Barstool, they don't know who's about to cheat. So it's like it's just as random.
Well, that bridges to our next point. We're going to take a look at the rules here inside Stool Stream Stadium. There are a lot of rules in Jenga, believe it or not. We're going to take a look. You see all matches are 2-on-2. And the biggest key here, Dave, you mentioned Spider down low. He'll be monitoring one hand at a time. You get one warning, and after that, more penalties will follow.
Okay.
And, of course, the total count is what everybody at home is tracking. That does not include the losing block. For example, say KB is on block 22. He pulls it. It would be 21 blocks that would win it on your Play Barstool app. So for more on the rules, we're going to send it down the stream to our official Spider, who will tell our players what's up.
Thanks, Jake. All matches in Jenga will be 2 versus 2. Each player will take one turn at a time, removing one block and then retowering at the top. Players will only use one hand at a time, as Jake said. You can switch hands as long as you're not using both hands simultaneously. And a player's turn is not finished until the retowering process is complete.
Spider, where'd you get that hat?
It came with the costume.
I like it.
Thank you.
Unique.
The next player's turn does not begin until they will step into the square you see outlined on the floor. Each team will get one timeout per match. And last and most importantly, the total block count does not include the losing block. So for those of you keeping tabs on the app, keep in mind that is the fact for tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, Spider. And you see the 4 contestants behind Spider. Dave, let's get right into it. Match 1, we saw Roan and Brandon taking on KB and Kate. Let's start things off with Roan and Brandon. Team Yak, if you will, but they have a bit of experience in exhibitions here. As you take a look here,
this is a longer pregame than the Super Bowl. Can we just start pulling some fucking Jenga things here?
Nothing wrong with that. Let's get right to it.
I mean, holy
So,
shit.
off down the stream, we will start things off with Roan and Brandon. Roan will begin, and he will have block 1. Away we go. It's the debut of Stool Streams. Thanks for joining us.
I've never played Jenga, so I have no idea strategy, anything like that.
I also
let's
haven't
start
played
off
Jenga.
with the
We can
basics.
talk, right?
That's Roan. Your turn is not complete until you complete the retowering process.
They're high-fiving like that. I mean, the odds are you don't Jenga on the first one, right? Like, that was an aggressive high five for the first move.
Right. So Roan, no issues. As Kate, a couple of rows above as well. And what we have there, Dave, those are a pair of
We're going
Tittleman's
middle,
crests
we're gonna go
on the
Whatever,
tower,
just- I'd
where
tap
there's
around, feel what's loose. Feel
there's
what's
a
loose. Find
hole
something loose.
in
Find
the
something
middle
loose.
of
That's
a
all you
full
want to do is
slate.
find something loose. Tap her away. Tap. Yep, there it is. It's loose. You take it
So
out.
there's the
How many
Tittleman-
moves till you start getting into the danger territory, generally?
Well, in the app, there's the 1 to 18 range, which is the quickest, and then there's 19 to 22.
And what's
23 to
do we
25.
know?
So
High 20s?
yeah, so
20s?
in our exhibitions, we've had Jengas from block 4 all the way to block 38.
Got it. And do we know what the number one, the most common bet is that people are doing on the Play Barstool app?
We don't know that, but after each match, there's a live leaderboard on the app. We'll be able to see how many people are still alive.
Is there any time limit on how long they have in between moves?
There's
that's
no
so
shot
loose.
clock right now.
Might as well call that one Kate.
Right. So right now we're in the early stages.
Correct.
There should be no Jenga-ing at this point.
Correct. That is
Kate's
block
going with
5.
what I would say seems to be a Pacific look, like, you know, with that little dress shirt there. It looks like maybe
Yep. So that's block 6. by
Far
the way.
East, if we're talking in Little League terms.
Little kimono.
Yeah, exactly.
So we heard from a Tittleman's crest earlier, and Brandon just created our first hanger. A hanger, Dave, is when there's one block on a row.
Did you make up that term, Tittleman's crest?
Jeff D. did, one of my broadcast
I
partners.
did not know that
I
was
don't
only
get
one
that
block.
At all.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's fine.
what that means, Tittleman's crest.
It's grown on a decent amount of people.
Now,
but-
KB is pushing. He's looking up at us. There was. What are you looking at us for? He's
KB,
looking at you.
He's waiting me to tee up on his signature move. He calls it the Nuremberg nudge with his right index finger.
Gotcha.
And the Eastern block is
Now-
his favorite.
Didn't I see some sort of social influencer say something to the effect, if any social influencer
that
could beat
tower.
them in a wrestling match, you'd give them a ton of money? Who was
My
that?
way. It was Logan Paul.
Are you going to wrestle him?
Yeah.
How much money did he offer?
I don't care. I just want to wrestle.
But it was a lot of money.
Yeah, it was 10,000.
Okay.
Which is
That
nothing.
would be exciting.
Guy like him. Guy
Now,
like
is he
you.
the one who just had his
probably gonna
house
fail.
raided?
You're probably
That
gonna
was
fail.
his brother.
That would be cool to be part
Ooh,
of that.
little
Another
movement there.
Tittleman's crest created by Kate.
What
That
does
is
Tittleman's
block-
crest mean?
When you punch a block, there's a hole in the middle.
But you're
there's
saying
no
that's a
outside.
made-up term.
Correct.
Like,
I'm not
It's
little
just
at all.
it's Jenga lingo for when a block in the middle of a full slate is removed. The full slate is the row of 3.
so are we getting into the part where we should really be paying attention right now?
We could be, you never know. Like I said, we've had practice ones that have fallen on block 4 all the way to 38.
Oh.
That's 2 hands from Brandon, and that's a warning
hands,
for
yeah.
Team
I was gonna
Brandon
say
and
something I
Roan.
didn't
We
want to
mentioned off the
bring
top,
up. That's
one
fine.
warning.
We have a warning.
One of
We
the
get a
all-time
warning.
idiots.
So is this
Dave,
All-time idiot.
after that PSA, we already have
And what happens the second time?
our first warning.
time, what happens the second time?
We're going to get another look here, Dave, at
arms
Brandon's
down.
violation. The first ever rule violation in Stool Stream's history created by
Why do
Brandon
they both
Walker.
have their hands up like that?
We don't know.
We didn't touch it. But so it's
here's
basically
the
we're
rule.
allowed
Here's
to
a
cheat once.
Remember, the turn's
Right.
not complete
I
until
mean,
Dave said we
so
could
you
cheat.
can all use one hand. And
Dave
this
said we could cheat.
big galoot, this oaf, has 2 hands from the jump with it.
Didn't mean to. Wasn't
Like, what a
thinking.
moron this guy
That's
is.
fine. From now on,
that is a warning for Team Brandon and
That's
Roan.
not even like remotely trying to get away with it. He was so blatantly
was
obvious.
over.
with
Thinking.
that.
was nervous.
but we
Wasn't
get
thinking.
a warning. We get a warning.
That is
was
a warning.
that was
And what
planned.
happens on the second? I mean, that's a matter of time. If he's dumb enough to do that the first time,
I'm
there's
fine.
no chance that's not coming again.
But there's no repercussions if you get a second warning.
We
There's
had to
nothing.
show
Nothing
the
happens.
rules. We had to show the rules of Jenga.
I'm being told there is repercussions.
What are they saying?
What
What
now?
are they saying?
Disqualification?
No, not this early.
If you touch it 2 hands the second time, you got to pull the block no matter what. But he was putting the block
I was
on.
Then
placing
you're
the
good.
block.
Then you're good.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want then.
I don't know what that
That's
is.
not much repercussion. I don't respect the repercussions.
I feel like you should be disqualified.
Not the first time, Dave.
The second time, if you do it again.
I'm not going to do it again.
Second time you do it, you can
Remember,
only
I
pick
didn't
one
push that
block.
one
You
again. I'm
cannot
not gonna do
touch
that again.
multiple blocks. So We are past that first violation from Brandon Walker. That was block 11.
I don't even understand what he was thinking, Jake Marsh. He had both hands on it the entire time.
Yeah, that is
What
a
are we
clear
doing here?
violation. No need for
Yeah.
any sort of. We saw the replay.
we
Thanks
got
to
it.
the production operator.
Yeah, it's your turn.
time.
Let's
What's the
just
time?
do it.
Time. That's
No
got to be a
shot
time
clock.
violation.
Have
Go.
you guys ever competed in any?
Yes, dude, that's a time violation. You don't know
We
what
explained
rules are.
explicitly off the top there is no shot clock.
We
But
did
Roan
say that.
Roan is pushing KB to make his turn.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
Piece of cake. Simple.
KB trying to create another full slate up top.
All right.
I'm not trying.
Oh.
And he got
I mean,
it.
this thing looks like this could go on till New Year's. There's been no shaking of this Jenga
Oh, my
thing
goodness.
at all.
Right from the
Could
base.
be, but
And Roan just stepped up like it was a kid's game and did that in 1 second.
Oh,
Jake?
that was the bottom row.
What
for
is
Roan.
what
I
is
don't know
KB
was a
whining
little
about?
off.
KB
Center.
is complaining about
The block
a
placement.
Gonna make it
messy
tough for the-
retower up top.
You're not allowed to make it messy.
It's
Well, it's
kind
gonna
of
be
house
on them.
rules, if you will. You got to be respectful where you line
Kate
it up
with a little
straightly.
flair there.
She didn't.
A little flair for the dramatic.
Kate evens things out.
I haven't seen
Brandon.
anything. Now, Brandon
Tap,
Walker's
tap,
a
tap,
disaster.
tap,
right?
tap, tap, tap,
If
tap,
you
tap.
could bet on play Barstool
You can
against
go
Brandon
back and forth
Walker,
with your
I
hands.
would do that.
You can go back
All
and
right,
forth.
Brandon
There
trying
it is.
to
There it is.
extract block
There it is.
15 right now.
There it is.
Use your other hand.
There it is.
Ability.
One
You
hand
wanna
at a
put your
time.
other big
Light
stupid
work.
hand on it.
Light work.
And you just keep rebuilding these things up the top.
Keep rebuilding until it
Okay.
is over. So block 15 is in the books.
This
and
is kind of like a golf tournament, the Masters. You could slip a nap in the middle of it, and maybe you wake up and still not be too far removed.
What are you
right,
looking
but
at?
when you doze off, the tower could be crumbling.
Well, that's why you got to have DVR,
Nothing
Jake
much.
Marsh.
All right, so this is block 16. And remember, the first window, if you will, of selections was 1 to 18. So those at home, we had more than 45,000 entrants who picked 1 to 18. They're kind of
45,000. Good job, Hank.
Great job, Hank, our producer in the truck right now. So those who picked 1 to 18, running out of time here.
Can I also say something? There seems to be, no, I wasn't talking to you, KB. There's 2 hands. I just got 2 hands in my ear.
2 hands.
I got 2 hands
Two
in my
hands.
ear.
2 hands. 2 hands. 2 hands.
In my ear, it said 2
Cheater.
hands, KB.
Cheater.
I mean, if he doesn't
Warning.
call it, I can't call
it
it. I'm in the
Gonzo?
booth. I heard 2
My
hands.
enemies.
I heard 2 hands, but he has
You have
Spider
enemies?
blocked out from behind. I don't know if he did 2 hands. It wasn't called.
We're going to get one more
Replay.
look at this before Roan goes.
I guess only
That was
they're
block
allowed to-
16,
If
by
I
the
do
way.
cheat, you're not gonna know. No one's gonna.
No, he's 2 hands. He's all over. He's molesting that thing
That
with
is,
2 hands.
that is 2 hands as well. So
All right.
A warning on Kate?
Have been issued a warning at this point.
I don't
For
like
what?
asterisks.
KB and Kate are the team, so it's
Oh, okay, wrong.
What?
You can only use one hand on the block.
Wait, you can't issue a warning based on replay, Spider.
Oh!
What is that?
What?
You can
No,
hold
it's,
it like
good
that?
placement.
One hand.
Good placement.
as long as it's one hand.
God. Okay.
Wait a minute.
We're going to get one more look at
No,
this
no,
one.
no,
before-
that's fine. It's a case
Wait a
study.
minute, Spider. You can't issue a fucking warning based on a replay.
He literally
The booth did confirm it.
Confirmed what?
confirmed what?
Okay,
So
this,
that was
I
block
guess I don't
17.
know. Hank's
All right, so
God
now
in
we
it
know
out
we
here.
can
He's like
foul
talking our ear saying he can do that.
So here's a look at a beautiful save by
that wasn't
Roan.
actually- that was-
As everybody
Just
comes to huddle around. 2/3 of the tower was falling, but Roan strong enough on that right arm to keep it alive.
Is that legal?
Yeah, very.
What I was going to clear, well, I should let this. We're in the, it seems like we're in the
that's
prime
farted.
time of this match here.
I
What is
just
it? Is
farted.
this? What is
This is
Farted.
block
Oh.
18.
No, but is it best of 3 or
One match.
One
There's
match.
3 matches throughout the broadcast.
Okay, got it. Got it. Got it.
So
Got
this
it.
is block
Poke, and you can use
18,
one
and
hand
Kate
at a
creates a
time.
triple
So you can
hanger,
poke, poke,
one
poke,
block
poke, poke,
in
poke,
3
poke.
straight rows on top of a split vice, which is 1 block on top of 2
Hey,
split.
hey, Jake, how much homework did you do for this?
Decent amount.
I mean,
don't-
holy shit, the terms you throw out. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
What
about.
is a triple bite?
I mean, that was insane.
Thank you. Well, we got the honor to sit down with all 12 competitors as Brandon takes out block 19 successfully. So unfortunately for those at home who picked 1 through 18, you are
they're out.
eliminated. But we'll get final numbers after this tower falls.
I want to clear something up real quick. The Play Barstool app, which we're doing right now, I've heard some people like, is this the Barstool Sports Gambling app? Those are 2 different apps.
Okay,
The Barstool
it is
Sports
for
Gambling app is
Julie.
not
I
out
feel
yet.
it. I see it too.
Right. That you bet on sports. This you bet on us.
Correct.
So anywhere low.
Thank you.
Free to play, though, in this one.
No shit.
Yep. Block 20
Kyle?
is what
It's
KB
wobbling.
You two
is
look
trying
healthy.
to take out here.
You look
KB, we
famished.
mentioned earlier, known for that Nuremberg
Looks
nudge.
Skitterish?
Skitterish.
Skitterish.
He said he will try to win this match with some cognitive trickery and maybe a paradox, too.
I don't know what that means.
Shot clock?
Shot clock? What's the shot clock?
I don't think I do respect Roan asking for the shot clock, which there is none, but I actually think there should be one.
He's taking forever.
Something to monitor as we
maybe a rule change. I don't know. I
today.
guess Hank's God on this, so we have to go apply to him to do a shot clock. But I think there should be one.
Timeout.
And they will use their one timeout. Remember, one team gets a timeout each, so KB and KB.
Is it a full or a 20, Hank?
The tower or
Does it
KB?
matter? How long is it? 30 seconds.
Timeout.
So you counting it?
As much as you can, as soon as you feel the slightest loose.
That's 20, 19, 18.
Here's one more look. We saw that near
15.
disaster from Roan, Dave, but a good save with that one hand.
Oh.
This is the sky cam.
Yep.
Is Pete? Did Pete put the iPhone?
You seem to be doing a lot of work.
By the way, Dave, while we have this
3, 2,
timeout,
1.
we have an
Won't be
updated
long.
number on eliminated folks. So we started with more than 45,000. Now we're at 39,982. So more than 6,000 have been eliminated in the running for the
So
progressive.
most people,
I'm not
you had to
talking,
be
let's
a
go.
real lunatic to pick that early set.
JB.
6,000 of the 40,000.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
will,
What are you
Spider.
doing?
I will.
Still have nearly 40K alive for that jackpot. Remember, the next window of blocks, 19 to 22.
You're definitely the most professional Jenga announcer I've ever heard.
Thank you. I don't know how much competition there is for that title, but I
Zero.
appreciate it.
0. Oh, we get Wobble City right here.
Remember, both teams have
I think this
already
is it.
used their warning.
I think this is it. He called timeout, and now he's got a wobble.
Okay, just take your sweet time. There's no time clock.
It's too late for
Maybe
that.
going back to that familiar move, the Nuremberg nudge with that right index finger.
Yes, KB.
This is your move.
Who lost in the World Series? 1980.
Don't listen to him. You don't have to answer. You don't have to
Now,
answer.
you
don't know it?
You don't have
Padres.
to answer.
Outside the square. Remember, the
Padres
only
also the
player
Tigers in
inside the
1984.
tape square allowed
Who's
is the one
Padres'
who is
last Cy
pulling.
Young winner?
Well, I don't understand what this is. What's the mind games to ask Brandon trivia while he's
'Cause he's
pulling? I
afraid
don't.
to not.
Jake
Totally
Peavy
get it.
win? I think Jake Peavy.
Distract himself.
Jake Peavy.
It's-
Jake Peavy.
It's shaking. He did it.
Got it up. Remember, the turn's not over
It
until he
was Jake
successfully
It
retowered.
was. I know.
Where's the majority of falls? The pull or the put?
Honestly, it's been mixed. As we get deeper, I think the retowering definitely plays more.
I
of
don't
a
even have to
factor.
watch Roan. I
Interesting.
know this
Good
is
to
fine.
know. Roan's up now.
Yep, that's block
He doesn't
20,
take
by
his
the
time.
way.
I'm not a pussy.
I wonder what goes into now Roan wearing a mask versus, Spider's wearing a mask, you're wearing a mask, we have other people not wearing a
Here we
mask.
go.
It's an interesting thing.
This
to
is
look
it.
at.
This is where the tower falls. So whoever had the
Kate
bet.
Trying to take it. Block 21.
Because I think
Oh, big stumble.
And
Block
it's
21.
safe.
Kate, you're about to blow it.
Oh, Kate.
And now Kate is
All
up.
that shit
Night,
you were
night,
talking.
Kate.
Block
Freaking
22.
memoirs of a gay
Remember,
show
this
over
Kate
here.
wearing flip-flops with
Kate.
socks, a look that I don't
Timeout.
like. at
No, no,
all.
no,
No, no timeouts remaining. No timeouts
That's two
remaining.
timeouts.
One
That's Chris
timeout
Webber.
each.
Chris Webber.
Timeout.
One
No, that's
timeout
Chris
each.
Webber.
So
You
what
can't call it
happened?
two timeouts.
Timeout. No, we're using our one
I
illegal
can't-
timeout.
No,
Can
no,
I-
no, you don't get one. You're disqualified.
I got to ask something.
Don't let the
If there's
pressure
no
get to you.
shot clock, why do you need timeouts?
Just imagine it's your apartment
just
and you're lonely and
don't
you're the only
pull.
one there.
Look at that.
Hank, did you figure that one out? What's the point of a timeout?
Oh, God.
Block 22 taken out from Kate. She has an empty
You
slate
haven't put
up
it on
top.
yet, Kate.
Should have no issue here.
I was told that KB just likes timeouts, and
Middle.
that's why there's one. Even though by
This one
nature
right
you
here.
could take a timeout virtually
Yeah.
every time because there is
no,
no
no,
shot
don't even,
clock.
I don't even waste your time on that side.
Around.
Shut
I
up.
feel like this is going to end with Brandon Walker knocking it down. I just have that feeling about him.
Well, if it falls here, Dave, the 19 to 22 range would be in luck. If Brandon successfully completes this turn, it'll be on to the 23 to 25 range. Oh, he just did two hands again.
That's it. That's it.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
We
I
have
didn't place it
word
with two
on
hands. I
what
just
the
I gathered it down.
punishment will be.
Gathered it?
Brandon will finish this turn, and on his next turn, he cannot search through the tower. He can only pick one block and commit to that block.
This guy's just such.
enormous fuck up.
I mean, what an idiot.
What a moron.
The second
How
warning
many times do
equals
you
a
have to tell
punishment.
this guy
Who gives
he
a fuck?
can't
Who
use
gives a
two
fuck?
hands?
It was on the.
We're
it was
here to
down.
win. We don't give
We're
a
gonna
fuck.
get
It was
one
down
more
here
look
on the
at this
gather.
one,
It wasn't-
Dave. I mean, it's not even the
Again,
replay.
it's just he
It
has
wasn't. It
no
was down
brain
here. It was the thinking.
cognitive. It's like something's broken upstairs with that
Which one?
guy.
Well,
So that's block 23.
He's
Fail
not
before that.
just touching it with two hands. He's molesting the brick. It's not even like a half touch. It's a full intercourse with the brick.
Absolutely. So that's block
I've done that
23.
before.
Sorry to those who had 19 to 22 in our
like
first
me.
match. We'll get the updated numbers as soon as we
What's a guy
can.
like you do?
I'm not concerned.
Remember,
with
for just
that.
joining us, 2 violations from Brandon. On his next turn, he must commit to one block.
So
he cannot
how
search
big,
the tower.
How big of a penalty is
Also,
that?
I think it's huge,
Pinch and
especially
pull
as we
could
get
also
deeper,
be
Dave, because
a way to try instead of
there's
tapping
really
something.
only so many options to go with here. You see, KB's already touched 3 or 4 blocks.
Right.
Brandon will not have that luxury.
Right.
I
I mean,
know this one, too.
how many
Yeah, he's
times
good.
are we going to let?
Don't even say it.
3 down.
I feel like the second you do it the second time, I don't know, you should be put in a gulag or something. There's no excuse.
Will you
We'll
hold
see
my
if
hand
Karma
back?
comes back to haunt
I will.
he and Roan. And remember, of these 4 competitors, Dave, Brandon's the only one who didn't get an exhibition in, and we're seeing it right there. He doesn't know all the rules.
That's all right.
You
Well,
just
I
turn
mean,
the
how
whole
many
thing.
times do you have to tell a grown man you can't touch
actually
it with
kinda fixed
two
it
hands
all. Let's
before he
see.
gives up?
I mean, we said it. Spider said it.
But I mean, KB is struggling right here.
Yeah.
KB, a
KB,
1-1 in
might I
exhibitions.
suggest
On July 13th,
pinch
he and
and
Nick
try
took
tugging on
down
some of the
Roan
middle
and
ones
Kate.
and see if pulling
But
them
now
through.
Roan
No,
and Kate
don't
on
do that.
opposite
Don't do that.
sides.
What was your wrestling record at Kent State? Was it poor?
How long are we going to take here?
I think the shot clock for sure.
Check
We
every
touched
block.
every
We're
block.
checking
We
every
don't
block.
have a
You've
shot
touched
clock.
every
No shot
block.
clock.
There
If
is
you
no
don't have a
shot
shot,
clock.
you're getting tired.
There's
I'm
no
bullshit.
shot.
I'm
There's
getting
no
tired of
shot
your
clock.
bullshit.
Yeah. It's not my problem.
By the way, Dave, we have an updated number of players remaining,
not it at all.
23,475. So more than 16,000 eliminated
They're upset about
by
Feel
that
bad. We could be on the yak
19 to
right now.
22
Dan's
range
probably
in
just
the back
dying
pocket.
without us.
Roan taking, or
worry
excuse me,
about
KB
it.
taking the longest turn of the day so far.
They're more nervous than me.
We see the top half
Well,
of the
I
tower
mean, we would
beginning
have
to
already
shake.
moved twice by now.
Now, we mentioned KB 1-1 in exhibitions. He has never pulled the losing block, and before today's match, Dave, KB told me he's got a bad feeling about this one. It could be his time, and we're seeing it right here.
Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Fast is smooth.
That's
Nice and
key.
fast.
Ah, there you go.
Oh.
KB another Nuremberg nudge
Nuremberg nudge, the classic.
to create a split vice midway through the tower
What is that music?
to amp up the drama
Got it.
as we get deeper into this match.
I got it.
Nice placement.
Yeah, wow.
KB trying to create a full slate up top. Remember, a full slate, a row of 3,
There we
and
go.
he got it.
Ron, I don't even have
So
to
that
watch
is
you.
block 24.
Oh, movement.
Tower
Roan
twisting.
twists the tower.
Twisted tower.
He's got another one about 1/3 the way through. No issues for Roan. An easy re-tower.
No issues
And
for
that's
Ron.
25
That's my fucking
in the
nickname.
books.
What is the next?
So 23 to 25 here, but remember,
Oh my
Kate
God.
with the quickest turn. So that's block 26. So
All right,
23
so
to
I gotta go in
25 are
and
now
grab a block.
eliminated
Yeah.
as
I know it's
well.
that one, right?
Next on the hot seat,
So push or
26
grab?
to 29.
So here. Timeout.
Timeout.
Their pants
Ronan and
down.
Brandon will use their lone timeout. So we're 26
right
blocks
there.
into this thing, Dave. And
Anyone?
there's been a wide range of roller coaster of emotions from here. We've had multiple rule violations. Both teams have used their
Not
timeouts.
the fifth?
What's your impression right now?
This,
I'm saying these ones.
Impression of
That-
what? This
yeah,
game?
that's
What
fifth
we've
down.
seen overall from this
Well,
match.
it seems like still
I
I'm
was thinking the
surprised
middle.
that
Go
it's
on,
so
look on the
sturdy
other
at this
side.
point. I guess you're
over
starting to
here.
look at the guts gone.
This one
I
right
mean,
here, come
Brandon's
here.
an
Come here.
idiot, but I don't know.
Which one? These ones?
grab that one.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Fowler.
26 in the books.
Yeah, pull it right out, right out.
And what is the
Time
next?
in.
What is the next play bar?
20. Oh, our next competition?
No. The next. What is the level?
26 to 29. We're 26 in right
Okay.
now. So it's 26 to 29.
This
and
would be
30
the
plus.
26th.
26. This is the 27th, but if he pulled this out, the losing block is not included in that number. Brandon must go to that block. He just touched
Do
it.
another one. There's no rules. There's no rules. What are they going to just
Roan-
Shut up, shut
Roan
up, shut up.
tried
Oh,
to-
He
it's
didn't touch
already a
anything. He didn't touch
penalty. So I
anything.
get it. The penalty. The second one made
Spider,
the next
you
first
have an
block.
eye on the one he touched?
Yes, he has to. Yes,
Yes, he cannot go anywhere else. Roan already.
No, but
messing
it
with the
doesn't matter. If you
competitive
go somewhere else,
integrity.
what are they going to do?
The game
They're
will
not
be
gonna
Game's
do this
over.
thing.
We're
What?
disqualified. The
What?
game is
If he
disqualified
breaks
where
this
it's
rule.
on.
But I can
He's
go
gotta
this side. I
for
can go this side of the same
So
block.
this is what he's done now for touching the blocks with two hands twice. The penalty was the next one he touched. He had to
This
do.
one right here?
Correct.
Got it.
Squeezed in there tighter than you and your jersey.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
that was-
perfect.
the middle one.
That's the block.
No, that's
Middle
the block he
one.
was
Gotta
touching.
go to
What are you
the
talking
middle
about?
one.
No, that's the one he was touching.
We
They
have
have
the
the
replay. We have the replay. This man is trying to cheat. He's a cheater.
All right, fine. I'll just ease this one back.
Right. He's got to go to the middle one.
Middle one or bust. 26 blocks in.
Oh, that's obvious.
Brandon
Oh,
in
this
big
is
trouble.
done.
Come here.
There's nothing I can do. Is this?
There's nothing. He has zero confidence. He said there's nothing I can do before touching the brick. He has submitted
your fucking
mentally,
hands off me.
physically.
Okay.
He said
Get your
there's
fucking
nothing he
hands
can do. I heard him. There's nothing you can do. And he's right.
And that's the Jenga, our first in league history. 26 blocks in. Brandon Walker loses it.
Can't say I'm surprised. Can't say I'm surprised. He had multiple rule violations. He failed to use his brain. He failed to use his skill, and he's a loser.
26 blocks in, so congrats to those who picked Brandon to pull the losing block. And then the winning range of 26 to 29. Congrats, you're still alive. Dave, another look here. He really didn't have many outs with that violation.
He knew he was done, and look at Kate, joyous. Roan tries to save it. But he said, I have no chance. I heard him say it. It's a loser attitude, and that's the end of that.
All right, Dave. So that was a big-time match, and we're going to send it down the stream with the third member of our crew, Joey Molinaro, who's down with our loser in Brandon Walker. Joey, what's up?
Brandon. Hey. I told you I was waiting for you to fuck up. You fucked up. How's it feel?
As soon as I came in, you said you're the one that's going to fuck up.
I did.
Dave said I was the one that's going to fuck up. I fucked up. I didn't know I was holding it with two hands. I don't know why we're sticklers for rules and stool streams all of a sudden. When did that happen? There's nothing but cheating at this company. There's a company of cheaters, and I get called out.
You did. Well, you fucked up. Thank you very much. If I get KB over here, please, sir, from the winning team. Kyle, your famous move, the Nuremberg nudge, came through many times today. How do you feel?
People try to downplay my skill because I take a while. No, I caress, and every movement makes it harder for my next opponent.
There it is. KB from the winning squad. Back up to you, Jake.
Thank you very much, Joey. So that was an interesting opening match to our broadcast, to say the least. If you're just joining us, wow, we had multiple rule violations, Brandon Walker committing 2, the other team committing 1. And after 2 strikes, according to the Stool Stream's official rule book, you can only pull the block with which you make contact first. Brandon took about 5 rows deep, tried to create another Tittleman's crest, which is creating an opening gap in a full slate, and ran out of gas in block 26. So as we begin to transition into match 2 here in Stool Streams, again, if you had Brandon pulling the losing block in question 1 and the 26 to 29 range of total blocks in question 2, you are still alive. As we see another look here at Brandon not having the luck in him today. And he really had no options here. There was a glued block, if you will. And by the way, we have an updated number from our Play Barstool app. 2,610 of you are still alive for that $500 progressive jackpot. So we're 1 match in the books here, and now we're going to transition into match 2 here of Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. So we'll start things off with Team Pardon My Take. It's PFT Commenter and Billy Football taking on the squad of Rhea and Trent. You see PFT and Billy. PFT said he's got to watch out for team chemistry issues because he and Billy, let's just say they're not on the same page all the time. As we transition over to Rhea and Trent, Dave, what's the outlook at this match? Anyone stand out of you of the 4 competitors?
First of all, my wires are stuck on my shoe, so I can't stick my head straight up. All right. Well, I would, I don't know, Billy Football is like wearing medium shirts here, so I don't like that vibe at all.
All right, so that is our take for PFT and Billy.
I only see 3 of the 4. PFT is not in the arena.
PFT still awaiting his arrival. So, Dave, while we wait for PFT, been out of the office for a little bit. Nantucket and the Hamptons, do you prefer one over the other?
Yeah, I'm a Nantucket guy.
Okay.
It's a great question. I'm getting accustomed to the Hamptons still. I got to get back there to give it more of a test.
You drink a lot of High Noon Hard Seltzers on the beach there?
No.
All right.
Next question.
What about the watermelons? You had that big competition against, I think it was a 12-year-old in Nantucket.
That was Nantucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smashed him. I'm a big watermelon guy, and I actually tweeted out when I arrived in the Hamptons that anybody who brought me 3 watermelons. Now, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pay $100. I got a bunch of. Is there any time period where, there he is, he's entering the arena kind of fashionably late, like entering almost like a heavyweight fight when you don't show up on time to try to psych out the opponent.
Right.
Well,
so you were saying about the watermelons?
I got a lot of them.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to send it down the stream to our official Spider, who is with our match 2 competitors. Spider.
Oh, we get the rules every time.
So all matches in Jenga are 2 versus 2. Each player will take 1 turn at a time, removing 1 block, then retowering it neatly at the top. Players may only use 1 hand at a time. You may switch hands as long as you're not using both hands simultaneously. A player's turn is not finished until the retowering process is complete. The next player's turn does not begin until they step inside the square. Each team gets 1 timeout per match, 30 seconds each. And last and most important, total block count does not include the losing block. Good luck to all the competitors. Back to you, Jake.
All right, thanks a lot, Spider. So hopefully our competitors listen this time, Dave, because we had 3 rule violations in match 1.
Yeah, a lot of rule violations. Brandon kept grabbing it with 2 hands. You can't do it with 2 hands. And then that actually led to their demise. We got to get a shot clock. So now we're into the boring. Is Billy Football work here now? Do you work here now? He's an intern still. Okay, glad to clear that up.
All right, so we'll start things off with PFT commenter. He will lead things off for match 2. Remember, there are 2,049 of you still alive for that $500 progressive jackpot. PFT,
how many?
2,049.
Oh, so we lost a lot.
We lost probably in the 90% range, yeah.
Holy shit.
Remember, only 6 for 6, but Dave, the beauty of this is if no one goes 6 for 6, it rolls over to our next broadcast, which will be on Monday.
Now, I've never bet on this, but I am a horse guy. Ooh. And the term rolling jackpot is basically like an instant erection.
Who goes next?
Progressive jackpot. But I see what you're saying there.
Billy's got an erection.
That will be ping pong on Monday.
Billy's always
you know what I like about Trent? I could be gone for like 6 years. You can set your watch to him. He's going to look the same every time he come back in. He's not. It's like just a calming thing to know when you get back, Trent, the Trent you remember is the Trent you're going to get.
Trent chisels that one out to create our second Tittleman's crest of the match.
You ever been to Iowa?
I've never been to Iowa, no.
Million Trents walking around.
Okay.
Just a million of them.
Do they wear black T-shirts?
They
and
all
khakis?
look exactly like him. They're just 1,000 everywhere you
That is
go.
a nice
Oh, hey
Carhartt
Trent.
shirt.
Hey Trent.
Thank you.
Just look like
Billy creates our
like
full slate.
Just a solid
The first
Joe.
one in match 2,
Yeah,
and now we
Carhartt.
I
have
recently upgraded to
Rhea.
Yeah.
She said she's
Yeah.
going to
That's
take this
Carhartt.
match 100%
Yes,
seriously and
I should
pretend
do
that the
that.
cameras are not there.
Can we throw it back for a replay?
What do you want,
Uh-oh.
Spider?
I'm being told Trent used 2 hands. We're going to throw it back to the
A
booth. for
Trent
a-
two-hand
wow.
allegation.
For
Trent looks disgusted
You know
by
what?
his face.
Dave never lies.
Two hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely
let,
two
don't
hands,
let the,
Trent.
the
Wait, you can't
milk
even-
toast
wait,
Midwestern
No.
appearance fool
No,
you.
you
Trent's a
cannot
cheater.
switch. One hand at a time.
So, remember, if
That's a violation,
That's-
Trent. It took you all 3 seconds.
He tried
I
to
thought it
play
was
the
just when you were
cards
taking
close.
the
Well, you
block
thought
out.
wrong,
entirety of
Trent.
the term.
You thought wrong.
But remember, it's just a warning.
Now, the
Okay.
second one means the next time you go, you'll have to, the brick you touch is the brick you have to use.
Okay.
Correct. So
Got
that's
it.
your first
Rhea?
strike, if you will.
And if history is any indicator, it means you're due to use 2 hands quickly
So
again.
I can't hand it off to
One
it
hand the entirety
to-
of the time.
Just
Correct.
one hand the whole time.
Correct.
Okay.
But
All
you
right.
can't toss it from one hand to
You
the
could throw it in the air, I guess, Hank, right?
Into one.
You can't transfer it, but you did.
What
have-
happens if can the brick hit the ground? Oh, yeah, so you could put it on the ground and pick it up with the other hand.
Okay, that's safe. That's
All
a
right,
safe
so
way
we're
to do
4
it.
didn't-
blocks in. Every player
All right, we got it.
has gone once.
Ooh.
So now we have PFT
Just
commenter. And
smooth
Dave,
as you please.
during the grit stream for part of my take a couple of weeks ago, we had 5 practice runs of Jenga. PFT pulled the losing block in 3 of those 5
I was also
matches.
drunk. That's the thing.
Oh, he
I-
says he's drunk.
23
That's a
beers
factor.
in.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did have 24 beers in 24 hours.
Oh,
Billy
that's
ran a
pretty good.
marathon.
Billy. Oh, I saw some of that.
Yeah. So that's block 6 in the books for Trent. Now we have Billy football.
Does he always, Billy, wear those shirts so small? Is that
Here
his
and there.
thing?
Nice,
in there.
Billy. Steady
I
hands.
feel like you would know more than here and there. You're kind of like in that crew, right?
Yeah, I am, but Billy's actually
are you
not
sure?
wearing
Oh.
his
It's
most
pretty-
notable
it's pretty
attire, and
minimal,
that's his
yeah. Well,
webbed
you're also
toe
fat.
shoes.
Oh, I also just got
You're also
in my
fat.
earpiece that you have a rivalry with Billy Football.
Do you feel
If you
like
want to say that. He's saying
a little
my
uncomfortable knowing that
ankle
Jake
injury
is
is
commentating on you?
bogus, but PFT and Hank
Yeah,
did-
I
did
saw
see
you
that.
like going around on the
Doesn't
cart
feel
like
like
a
he's
little,
very neutral, does it?
wimple.
Yeah.
Jake? Yeah.
It was during a tennis match with PFT and Hank.
You injured it on the job.
He's our
save,
he's our
good
darling.
save.
Our darling Jake.
What do you mean technically?
No.
It wasn't for content
Hold
or
on.
anything, but I was just playing with them in a friendly game.
Is that me?
Who? People play friendly games of tennis here?
They do.
Jesus Christ. This is What's going on in this place?
Billy loves that because Billy thinks tennis is nerdy, so that's music to his ears right there.
Hey, pick up tennis at Barstool. Holy cow. It's like our enemies get a hold of that soundbite. Fucking dunzo. Devil, what is going on here? Pick up tennis.
Oh, wow.
Block 9 in the books.
Is this your thing you brought to us? Pick up tennis?
I think it was mutually agreed upon that we would play some matches.
You know
Where
what?
do you play
It was-
pick up
it was
tennis?
my idea.
There's some courts
Play
around
tennis,
the
I think.
Unbelievable. I hope you're not wearing Barstool merch when you do it.
I am not. No.
Thank God. Ooh.
Ooh, some movement above that one for Trent.
Trent seems to contain the one hand, two hand thing, unlike what's his face?
Brandon
Yeah,
committed 3 violations in our first match.
I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Blatant violation.
Yes. So that's block 10 in the book. As Billy tries to chisel down low and finds an easy
Don't
one
outthink yourself, Billy.
on the third to top row.
Have you played Jenga?
I've played a few matches here and there.
Yeah.
More comfortable up here.
Nice job, Billy.
11 blocks in the books. Just more than 2,000 people still alive for that progressive jackpot.
Ooh.
I like your focus, Billy.
Rio season opening on that left side.
Okay.
5 rows up. And remember, that is legal, Dave. You can do
Yeah, it's very tight.
anything
It's
as
tight.
long
It's
as
tight
it's
on
not
your
the
breast.
first 3 rows. The 4th row down
You got like
is
B cups
legal.
there.
Hank.
What?
So if you count from the top,
Yeah.
you
1,
have to
2,
pull.
3, 4, right?
Here we
Right, so
go.
that was the 5th row.
Here we
so
go.
that was legal.
Nice and
Oh,
easy.
you can't pull from the
Which
top
one
3
is
rows.
like
Block by block.
Incomplete rows do count. So now this was a row, even
That's
though
how
it's
we
only
do
one
it.
block.
That's how we do it.
Wait. Got it.
Yeah.
Wait, wait.
I don't know. Maybe I got it. Maybe I don't.
Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Gotta watch the unbalance.
What?
That's block 13 from
It's
PF.
not
I
falling
feel like
over,
Billy
Billy.
football just they made things super complicated for his own teammates.
Yes.
Telling him to sprint out of the arena for no
Billy,
reason.
Well,
You're
Dave,
making
to
me
your
panic.
point,
I-
when we
I
got
need
to
you to
talk
be
to
calm,
PFT
right?
before the match, he said his team chemistry with Billy could be an issue because
Well,
they're not on the same
why
page
was
all the
Billy
time.
just telling him to run out of the arena? What
I don't know.
benefit did that serve?
I don't know. We'll see how that plays out.
But how does running out?
Billy,
he's
stick
trying
to the
explain
physical
it, but I don't
activity. I'll worry
understand.
about the strategy,
Like PFT
okay?
was seemingly done. He's like, get out of there, get out of there, like a bomb was about to explode.
Billy
When we
thinks
talked
we're
to
playing
PFT, he said
24
Billy
right now.
is, quote, always liable. And we see it right there.
Well, and now we know though you don't like Billy, so you're obviously going to trash him on this thing.
I like Billy.
It doesn't sound that was took
I-
you four like I like Billy's.
Well,
it wasn't instantly like, oh no, I like Billy.
I was just reading a quote from our pregame interview.
Which was?
Run away, Billy. Sprint.
Yeah.
That Billy is
Thank God
always
he got out of
liable,
there in time.
Is what PFT said.
Well, when you put on one side, it was tilted.
15 blocks in the books.
Running away isn't going to make the tower not
less
fall.
guilty. It doesn't make him less
You were
guilty.
in the box. If you're in the box,
Jumping
and he
outside
runs
the
out,
box,
it's
as
true.
Rhea creates our
Billy, you don't know
first
the rules.
split
It's
vice
whoever's in the
of the game.
box.
Remember, a split
The
vice.
next
One
player's
block
turn
on
does-
top of
Well,
2 split blocks.
What if no? So Billy seems to think if you're not in the box and you did the last thing, it collapses. It's not on you. I have a hard time believing that.
The next player's turn does not begin
Yeah, if
until
someone
they
else
step
is
into
in.
the
So
square.
you're telling me,
According-
my voice in my ear, you're telling me if you do a weak thing, it's still standing. You get out of the box. The other guy walks into the box and doesn't touch it. It's on the person who walks into the box. That seems impossible.
So by Billy's rules, I could stand right here,
No, that's not.
tip the tower over, and guess what? It's still Rhea's fault.
That's not what I said.
I
All right,
never
on
entered
to
the box.
block 17.
I haven't got any word from
Yeah.
Hank, who's basically God of this game, but that makes no sense what we're saying right here.
Remember, PFT
Do a
dealing
little
with
tap,
the 5th
do a
row
tap.
down,
Yeah, I
so it
almost
is
had a heart
legal. As
attack
Billy
right
tries
there.
to coach him
I
outside
could
the box.
see how
Little
Billy would
taps,
be quite
little taps.
annoying. He's like, he won't shut up with the
Yeah.
advice.
This is every day.
Trying to coach his teammate here.
This is every day in the life of Billy.
PFT getting audibly frustrated.
Yeah, well, you said they had team chemistry issues, and frankly, why don't you like Billy?
Don't.
I never said I
What are
don't
you
like
shrugging
Billy.
at? I
I
just
heard
got
from
it out.
He's called me out on a fake injury. He thinks I'm a nerd.
Billy hasn't
but-
read anything in
Well,
years.
you're playing pickup tennis.
Yeah. So by that theory, Hank and PFT in that category as well.
How is that not?
Hank, you're playing pickup tennis now?
17 blocks in the books.
Go away for a couple of months and it turn into like playing armadillos. Trent now looks calm, cool, collected. I really like Trent and Rhea in this game. I think
All right, Billy.
PFT and Billy
You got
football
this.
have been a little bit shaky.
You need a timeout, Billy?
Where are
18
we at?
blocks in the
Oh,
books.
the music. That means we're getting
you see,
serious.
I'm
Yes, and
confident. I
remember,
like your body
unless
language.
Billy crumbles the tower here, the 1-18 folks will be eliminated.
I like so that you just what do they call that? A knock? What he's doing right there? Just a
Chisel. He's chiseling one out.
One hand.
Who? Okay, fine. I hope this game goes on forever because Rico Bosco is waiting to talk to me after.
Billy takes that one out, and Dave down low. We have 4 hangers in a row. A hanger, remember, one block on each row.
Honestly, how much time did you spend memorizing this lingo?
We've done a good load of practice.
What's next after Jenga? On
We have
the
ping
playbook?
pong
Jittery?
on Monday.
Yeah, drink a little coffee.
The matches will be
I had a coffee. this
PFT
morning.
versus Smitty,
Coffee hits
Frankie versus Hubs.
At what point in the match do you think Smitty fake falls down? He's married now, Smitty, huh?
Yeah. Congrats to Smitty.
Good luck to that.
And myself and Hank will be closing it out.
Oh. You're the best ping pong player there is? Jake?
I mean,
watch out, Rhea.
Watch on the.
Oh, I like that. Some mental games from
PFT.
PFT. Watch out, Rhea.
Rhea creates another Tittleman's Crest midway through the tower.
Rhea's at a severe disadvantage the higher this goes because of her height.
Yeah, Rhea's at a disadvantage.
I think PFT's just happy to make that
Rhea
joke
is
on
so
him.
short.
PFT also
Can you even reach the top,
the
Rhea?
same consequence.
That's block 20, and PFT no issues with block 21 for now.
Oh no.
It's safe.
Got out of there. You see that? See that
Trent
lateral
dog
quickness?
up now.
DK Metcalf never.
Very, very secure. I like the little pop there. That was like the crack of a baseball bat.
Yep.
Jake Marsh.
Right.
Crack of the bat, always nice.
Who do you think's going to lose this after watching it?
I don't know. I think Billy and PFT's team chemistry is something to watch, but
love you,
Billy.
Billy.
Like gambling, once you're so set on one thing happening, all of a sudden the opposite happens.
So that's a non-answer from you. I think PFT is going to actually lose it.
Okay.
I don't buy the drunk excuse anymore after watching the game play out. I do think Rhea, I know PFT's not that much taller. Rhea seemed to be looking up a little bit at the last one, so the further this goes, I'd also be a little leery about her.
Billy chiseling
Spider.
one out on the third to top row. Carefully. And it's out. Can he re-tower?
Looks like PFT is complaining to Spider about or asking for a clarification of some sort.
Smart to do that instead of just assuming something and being called on a violation. Billy gets it to go. And he is safe. We have another split vice on the second and third to bottom rows.
Come in, dude.
So by the way, the 19 to 22 range is now eliminated. We're at around the 2,000 range for players remaining.
Uh-oh.
The 2 for 1.
Let's see what's happening on the other side here.
There's only allowed to be 1 in the box at a time.
Okay, can you lift me from the outside?
You're going to put that one
Now,
back in
as
its
a
place.
commentator, I may have really helped
Flash
you.
dance?
You may have, yes.
No.
Well, then we got to get a sound enclosed booth, Spider. Because what am I supposed to do? Not announce it? Now, would that have been a disaster if I didn't call that out?
Potentially. It's moving once again.
Oh man.
But she's aware of it.
Yes.
See, now she's got a good little technique.
Don't
One in,
say it
one
out
out,
loud.
one in, one out.
As long as that one hand is used. It's out. Another Tittleman's Crest. Can she re-tower
Tippy toes a little bit.
to make a full slate?
Oh, tippy toes.
What kind of sneakers are those, Rhea?
Tippy toes.
Nike Zooms.
Nike Zooms. I like them.
24 blocks in the books.
Oh my God, it's so wobbly.
Oh,
Little taps.
so wobbly coming out of PFT's mouth. Last time somebody got a little nervous, that was Brandon Walker saying he had no chance, and he manifested his destiny. Feel free to use that. Manifest your destiny.
Okay.
Future broadcasts.
Got it. Thank you. And speaking of Brandon, Dave, PFT's around the range where Brandon created the Jenga in our first match, about 1/4 of the way down.
That's what it's called when you break it, Jenga?
Yeah, you
You
scream
create
Jenga.
the Jenga.
Who screams it?
Everybody. We can, they can.
Well, why would you scream it if you knocked it over? That seems like making fun of yourself.
I guess the winning team can scream it too.
Yeah,
out
the
of
losing
excitement.
team. Jenga seems like something that's of excitement.
Yeah.
I wonder who invented this game.
Find that out
Think
for
his
you.
last name was Jenga? Gerald Jenga?
I believe that Jenga is Swahili
It's
or
Swahili,
Ethiopian
right?
term for tower or for build, something like that, yeah.
Oh,
It
so
was a woman named Leslie Scott in the early 1970s.
Jenga's been around since the 70s? Shit, I didn't know that.
It's derived from kujenga, a Swahili word, which means to build.
That's, I think, what PFT was saying, and Billy
Trent,
Football
thank
was
you.
pretending like he knew.
How polite was that by Trent?
Nice stack from Trent. That was block 26, by the
sportsmanship.
way. So the 26 to 29 range, Dave, this is where we had the Jenga 26 blocks in. Will we have a similar fall here from Billy, or will this match go longer?
So then, were we poor announcers in the first round for not screaming Jenga when that happened? It seems like
I screamed it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, good for you.
Thanks.
He's in
The exact moment where
backhand
match
approach, I like
one came to a halt. Will Billy extend it, or will we see a repeat of history?
Now, Hank, who's upstairs, do you think he really appreciates that I left my Montauk house to announce Jenga?
I think so. I think.
All right,
I
good.
think.
He said very much. That's good.
I think the Stoolies are excited to see you back in the
Very
office
nice
as well.
build.
They liked when I ripped Brandon Walker's lungs out on that show. Billy Football hesitating
Oh,
here.
Billy switching hands.
We've
Get
got
you
a
a man
hanger
that can
in
do
between
both.
two split vices.
Do the contestants get anything for winning this?
Not as of now.
Just an attaboy?
Yeah.
Nervous for you?
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, I can tell.
Billy chiseling
Good
once
luck.
again.
Good luck.
Trying to take out what
Sincerely.
would be block 27, but remember, it's not set in stone until the retowering
I want somebody
process
to win.
is
I don't want
complete.
somebody to lose. Oh, Billy, what are you doing? Billy, this is a bad idea.
PFT doesn't like
Billy,
you
what,
saying
you're,
bad
you're
idea.
going
He's
to
telling
tap
him
it
a
and
bad
catch it with your
idea.
left hand?
Billy, the 6
Hands on head right
What-
now from PFT watching Billy Football.
This is what Billy does. He makes things unnecessarily
Premature
complicated.
surrender, Cobra, from PFT.
Billy.
And he's getting fancy.
Oh, my
Good.
God.
Out
Oh,
from
my
Billy.
God.
I believe
No.
he handed it off legally.
And
All
one
Now
big
he's showing
shake
it off.
finger.
He's going back and forth. We're going to get the replay. Billy
After
Football
this
said
retower.
no.
Oh, little
shake.
twirl there. We're
How
gonna
hard were you
All right,
rooting
Billy,
for
that
him
was-
to drop it since he's
that was
your arch
unnecessarily
enemy? Here's the
complicated.
replay.
down the middle here.
Whether he did the two hands or no, it was legal.
Yep.
He did what he said. He passed. He kind of threw it. So now Rhea's up, and now again, every time Rhea goes, I think
Longest
she is
pass
at
he completed in
disadvantage.
like 4 years.
Rhea, the 5'3" 3/4", 23-year-old from Seaford, New York,
Where's that?
Long Island.
Do you think when you're dreaming
I'm
about
kinda
football,
like
you're like your hands
a
twitch
big
like
Long
a
Island
puppy
guy
yesterday?
lately.
Yeah. Following through.
I had a little cabana on the beach, and
Oh,
there's
yeah?
about 30 Long Islanders next to me.
Fair enough.
A little different than Nantucket.
Smooth.
Trying to create another Tillman's crest.
Uh-oh, Shake City.
Pull out.
That tower's pretty tall, Rhea.
You got it.
You got it.
It's out, but
Tower's tall,
remember,
Rhea.
as we get deeper, Dave, the retowering becomes more and more crucial.
Yeah, I know. You tell me that every time, Jake Marsh. I mean, we've heard that 1,000 times. It's
I also
not
would like
official
to-
till it's
Right. I
retired.
want to remind our 45,000 plus.
Yeah, but
watching
I
right
mean,
now.
if you say it every time, I think they get it.
What do you
Fair.
think, Billy?
I like
Never
that
be too
one,
sure.
6
He's
rows
going
up.
all the way to the bottom. What do you think of this move from
Make that
PFT?
into a
here?
single.
We've seen it before in previous matches, but at this point, you don't see someone going this low, this late into a match.
Do you think it's a good move or a bad move, Jake Marsh?
I guess time will tell.
Dangerous.
Got to stay
Bad
down the
move,
middle.
pushing
as
it
the,
back.
Play-by-play.
Oh,
Says who?
it felt looser when I put it back in.
That's just
Like I
where'd you
stretched
go?
it out a little bit.
You
Syracuse.
see on the left it's loose, but on the right
What?
it's not.
I went to Syracuse.
Felt
I like that guy.
What was
That one.
Which
Hank
one?
just saying?
I didn't hear
You
Hank.
like this
What's
guy?
Medill?
Medilla's Northwestern. That's kind of
No,
Syracuse.
feels
level,
awful.
if you will. That's where like
I'm going
Ravel
on-
went,
No, but what about
Mike
that one?
Greenberg,
No.
Oh, he was
Will
trying
Ball.
to set
I'm
me
going
up
up-
to say
I'm
that
going
you
up
went
high.
to Medill.
Right.
And where did you go?
Syracuse.
Oh, they go.
Newhouse.
Yeah, that's well known. That's
This guy, check this
Will
guy out.
McDonough.
Sean McDonough.
Sean
This guy,
McDonough.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
Tarico,
Pull up,
Costa,
pull up,
Sign
pull up.
Eagle.
This one. Yeah.
Great crew of
Tap.
alums
Stay
there.
right there.
Yeah.
Honored to be a part of that.
Relax.
How's it tapping?
It's not
All
good.
his
Oh, watch
Pete
out.
went there?
It's not good. It's not
I
good.
believe so, yes.
Does he even work here? I haven't seen him around. He's done nothing. All content Pete. Oh, PFT gave up on that bottom one.
28 blocks in the
Just
books.
throw some taps
Deep
around.
breath.
PFT went 3-3 in exhibitions, and remember we mentioned
Pretty
earlier,
it's pretty wobbly here, Jake Marsh.
he's pulled the losing block
that
in
one
all
to the
3 of his
side.
exhibition
thing
He
is-
losses.
was also my prediction to be the losing
Yep.
block.
Tap.
Oh, it's
By
so
the way,
wobbly.
Dave,
Look
we're
at
down
this.
to 831
Just
still
keep
alive
taps.
for that
Wow.
progressive
Slow taps.
jackpot.
He said he's talking himself. He's manifesting. That is so wobbly, he's saying.
Got to make sure that one hand.
Oh!
That's a
Both
close
hands are on the
one.
block at the same time.
Let's
I think
get
we're going to have to get another look at this
Two
one
hands.
before PFT continues. One
He's
more
backing
look.
away. He's stepping away from the Jengas.
Remember, PFT and Billy have not been warned yet. Trent used 2 hands earlier in the match. Let's see if PFT and Billy will be a part of that crew as well.
PFT did the opposite of Rico Bosco. Looks like he got in shape during Corona, and Rico Bosco looks like he put on a freshman 100.
Okay,
There
may
you
I
go.
proceed?
The PFT used 2 hands.
Can't see it from that angle.
Might be inconclusive.
I don't think I did.
Standing right here, I think.
I don't think I did.
I would hit it with.
Inconclusive. No warning issued.
No foul.
Resume.
Spider, I know what we saw.
And as is in every sport, you need conclusive video evidence to
What
overturn.
does that mean, Trent? You know what we saw.
I mean, you can't see it on that camera angle.
Well,
but
then why didn't Spider call it?
I think he did.
Did you call that, Spider?
I did call it. But
Oh, well then that should be a viation, no?
We'll issue a warning. It was your first. The next time.
All right,
you will be
Spider
forced-
issued it.
You'll be forced to take that block.
He issued it.
It's issued.
There's shushing going on everywhere
Shushued.
from Billy football. Reed, I
Okay.
don't like it.
PFT takes out what would be block 29. PFT standing tall at what he gave me enough feet and inches.
Silence makes it quite dramatic.
And it is safe. 29 blocks in the books.
Speaking of quiet, what is that movie, A Quiet Place Part 2? And Krasinski's in it, but didn't he get eaten in Part 1? Figure that one out, Jake Marsh.
Had a boy.
Not positive on that one.
Well,
to get back to you.
do the research. Oh! See
Oh,
ya.
that's a Jenga!
That's a Jenga.
29 blocks in the books, and Trent loses it. PFT and Billy survive.
It was good.
I want to yell at you, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to.
Fuck.
Because it
Undefeated.
could have been anybody.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Generation X.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
Trent,
Dave,
you're allowing that.
Wouldn't be doing my
signature.
job.
I know, I
if we
wish-
didn't
yeah,
say
that makes
those
me
both
emotional.
matches, the people who have
They've gone
committed
like
the
2
rules
more rounds.
violation have pulled
Yeah.
the losing
I was
block.
I didn't.
So we're down to Joey with Trent.
Is there anything that got in your head from Dave beginning talking about Iowa, regular appearance?
No, not at all. I think he was quite complimentary of what I look like, but that last block, I didn't even think it was going to fall. I really didn't even feel it. I think the tower got higher than game 1, so, it was just really hard. I didn't fucking feel it. And I would have stopped. But I just didn't feel it.
Do you feel as if you've let down the entire state of Iowa?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
Simple enough. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks so much, Joey. And Dave, we've had the 26 to 29 range is pretty hot right now. We had Brandon pulling the losing block in 26 and then Trent in 29. So
Yeah, I mean, Billy football is a big guy. The less dainty fellows haven't fared well. Brandon Walker and Trent, no one's ever going to, again, say that they're delicate flowers. And that could play a factor.
all right, we'll send it back down the stream with Joey with PFT commenter.
Thanks, Jake. PFT, it looked a little rough there for you guys at the start. There was some miscommunication between you and Billy. How'd you work through it?
Well, it's like two people speaking a different language sometimes when it's Billy and I. And, we managed to get on the same page. I think there was some good strategy after a little hiccup at the start with Billy telling me to scamper out of the box. I don't know what the strategy behind that was, but we reconnected. We found our zone. We got centered, and we just executed out there.
Was there any point that you were starting to get worried about the height of the tower?
I was getting a little worried about the height of the tower, and actually we formed some sort of strategy for that where Billy was going to lift me up like I was in Footloose above the top of the tower so I could reach over. Billy would stand behind the line, and I would place the block on there. So we had that figured out from the start. It's about who's more prepared sometimes, and I think Billy and I had a good strategy, and, the standard is a standard.
Congrats on the win, PFT.
Can't wait.
Go Tigers. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks so much, Joey. All right, Dave, we are 2 matches in the books. On the Play Barstool app, we have 116 still alive for that $500 progressive jackpot, including R. Kelly, Brady Hessler, A.H. Rubin 15, and 113 more. And it'll all come down to this last match between Big Cat and Donnie versus Mush and Nick. So 116 of you still alive. Thanks for joining us.
116.
Yep, 116 still alive on this first ever Stool stream is presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer.
So what happens? They split the This is it. This is the last
This
game.
is the last match.
So if 100 people left, they split the $500?
Correct. But remember, in this 6th question, it's not multiple choice. You have to pick the exact number of blocks, which probably will weed some people out.
Got it.
So let's transition to our 3rd and final match. We just mentioned the competitors. The first team will be led by Big Cat and Donnie. And Big Cat has played in a nice amount of exhibition matches, but Donnie is making his debut.
So Donnie, last time I saw him was on an all-time boondoggle in like the Bahamas. No? Yes, I was. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our China guy who hasn't been back in China for like.
Unfortunately, now I can't go back to China.
Ever.
The borders are closed.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed in.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they open at some point.
Yeah. How convenient.
And yeah, if they do, I'm happy to go back. But unfortunately, I didn't make the cut.
Right. Seems like a good fit to be just chilling in the Bahamas.
The Bahamas.
Anytime I'm like, I think I'm living a good life, it's like, well, it's not compared to the Wonton Don.
The Bahamas was great. I was with a guy who claims he used to date Selena Rose for 3 months, and you actually met Selena Rose when you were at the AVNs. She was the one who had maybe like a half-shaved head.
Oh, I talked dirty to her.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, how could I forget that?
Yeah.
Man.
And by
She was
date, I
hot.
think, yeah, she is
Porn
hot.
star.
A porn star. I think, I think he probably just paid her to go down to the Bahamas for a few months. But Barstool Bahamas. Think about that.
All right, so that's Big Cat and Donnie representing his squad. And we'll focus now on their opponents. It is Marty Mush and Nick. Mush making his debut. He hasn't participated in many exhibitions. Nick, the exact opposite. However, in Nick's last exhibition, he pulled the losing block in block 19 on July 22nd.
I've heard a lot of hype. Like, well, I try not to pay attention to anything going on, but like, hey, this Nick guy's funny.
Yeah.
Now
What?
you know?
No, you called me Nick.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't even know who Nick was at the time.
No, I know. But you
Hold on. That was a Big Cat. Big Cat told me the wrong name, and
No, that's on. I have that down. That's yeah.
right.
That's,
Yeah. So Big Cat gave me the wrong name, and then he told me, he's like, actually it's this, but it's like I had already talked to him.
Oh, okay.
You'd already sent the Nick.
Yeah, that was in the.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that was in the recruitment process.
Yes.
It was.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Dave
yes,
was
that
mentioning
is the Nick.
Nick Tarani. Nick
Now we have to-
listed as 7 foot, 176 pounds, the 28-year-old from Wheeling, West Virginia.
He's off the KB coaching tree.
Yes, he is. KB and Nick, usual partners in Jenga in some of the exhibitions today. Of course, we saw KB in match 1 winning with Kate, and now we're here in match 3.
Nick's better looking than I remember.
Dude, that guy was crazy.
Nick?
Am I allowed to talk to these guys?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't
You're
know.
welcome.
Thank you.
Donnie.
My initial reaction is like, what a weirdo, but I think he actually, I don't know what's COVID's treating him well.
He grows on you. Yeah.
All right, so we have
What
our
up?
4 competitors
I'm actually
in the
starting
building
not to like you
here for
for
our
your
3rd
opinions
and
on-
final match.
on
We have
trivia.
116 still alive for that progressive jackpot.
I mean, the Wonton Don and Big Cat look like they're like brother-in-laws or something like that. Watch Midwest shit.
Maui,
I
Miami
kinda wonder
Vice.
If you just mushed PFT and Big Cat together.
That's what I said. I never have to see my partner's eyes. I'm ready
Yeah.
to go.
Definitely looks like somebody who just, the Wonton Don just works at the docks.
All right, we're going to send it down the
That'd be a dream
stream
job.
with Spider. Spider is
Besides
going
this
to
job.
meet with our 4
Come on in, come join
participants
us, guys.
to go over the rules for our 3rd and final match today. Spider, what's up?
Thanks, Jake. All matches in the Jenga are 2v2. Each player will take 1 turn at a time, moving 1 block and retowering it neatly at the top. Players must use 1 hand at a time. You may switch hands as long as they're not both being used simultaneously. If you use them at the same time, first you'll be given a warning. The second time you will be forced to remove that block you touched. A player's turn is not finished until the retowering process is complete. The player's next turn does not begin until they step into the square. Each team gets 1 timeout per round, 30 seconds apiece. And the total block count does not include the losing block. Good luck to all the contestants. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks so much, Spider. All right, Dave, you see the 4 participants in our 3rd and final match. Any favorites or person you can see pulling the losing block in this one jump out to you?
I could see Mush intentionally doing it and then pretending like he wasn't.
All right.
Just for the limelight of it.
Never me.
Like
Who goes first?
Cousin Herb, a Cousin Herb moment.
Hey, we got
Fair
through
enough.
that.
All right, we're going to start things off with Big Cat. Big
Uncle
Cat will
Herb.
pull block
I go
1.
first?
Wait, why
We'll
you
go
first?
Big Cat.
It's a
Wait,
great
time
shirt
out,
Big
time
Cat
out.
has. I noticed it earlier.
Old
Time
school.
out.
The flamingo.
And they are
we were
using
gonna
their
do that.
first and
You
only
fucks.
timeout
There
before we
go.
even
The
start.
theatrics-
One timeout
This
each.
is the theatrics
Clown
of the
show.
Marty Mush experience.
Now, Dave.
A pre-timeout.
go,
This is just content move.
He's gonna
I mean, how can you call timeout when there's nothing
do
there?
5 blocks.
Focused,
Done.
yeah.
He's gonna go.
Remember, this could
big
come back to
blocks.
haunt them.
Babies.
Not really,
actually
because there's
doing
no
it.
need for
All right.
timeouts.
Well, they used their one and only timeout.
Yeah, but if
Wait,
there's
you
no
can't do
shot
that.
clock, what's the point of a timeout?
There's no rule against
You
it.
could
right?
do.
Later in
You
the
can't
match,
take from the
it could get really
bottom.
dicey.
Why
But
can't you take
again,
from the
Jake,
You
bottom?
gotta take
Yes.
2
If
up.
you can take as long as you want, why do
I
you
can
need a
take from the
timeout?
bottom.
I think
can't
the
take from the
theatrics
bottom.
do play a factor, like you said.
Wait a
But
second.
it gives people just the time to step
Is there a
out.
challenge
You
play?
can do that without a
I don't need much to
timeout,
say
Jake.
about it. Let's just
Correct.
ask
I think
Jake
the art
and
of
get it
calling
confirmed.
timeout is really pleasing to some of our competitors.
I can take from
So
the
how
bottom.
could not having a timeout later in the match affect them? If you can just step back and use a timeout anyways.
I guess the players
It's
will
in our
test
rule
that
book every once in a
today.
while, buddy.
I'm asking you, Jake Marsh.
I think
Explain to me if you can take a timeout without needing it. Like, you can just step away for as long as you want.
I think it gives them maybe secrecy the opposing team can't hear.
But why can't you do that without a timeout, Jake Marsh?
I guess you can, but some of the players may just need an official timeout to huddle in the corner.
But
to-
you can huddle in the corner without a timeout.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're trying to say I can't take off the bottom.
You can
To
take,
start.
you can take out whenever you
Of
want.
course you can.
No, you can't.
Yes,
Everybody
you can.
was given the rules.
Yeah.
You all signed the
signed the
contract.
contract.
No
I'm being
making
told-
up fake rules.
In my ear,
baby.
I'm being told you signed a
Yeah.
contract.
Don't be a
That's
baby.
fair game.
Go.
All right, so
No,
Big
go.
Cat
Your turn,
successfully
Step in.
pulls block one.
This whole thing started with a video of you guys saying you know the rules.
And you can take from the bottom.
And Nick takes out our first Tittleman's Crest on the penultimate row from the bottom.
Marty, did you
Penultimate,
know Jenga
calm
comes
down,
from the
you
Swahili
mouse.
word to build? Jengu.
This guy loves saying Tittleman's Crest.
I've never heard that.
It's a made-up term, apparently.
Oh, Tittleman's Crest.
You'll hear it 100 times in the next 5 minutes.
It's a little
Donnie,
shaky
what do you,
here,
or
Donnie.
Dave, what do you think Donnie's trying to pull out? You know what it
A little
would
shaky
create?
here, Donnie.
Tittleman's Crest.
Yep.
What do you?
There we go. But he puts it back.
Puts that all the way back in.
I know. I'm putting it back in.
So
There's so many. This is just an unlimited That's What She Said game.
yes,
I think he
a
might
lot
have
of
just gotten
pullouts.
away with
And
that.
Wait.
I'm putting
That
it
was
back
2
in.
hands right there at the top.
Two-hand
Two-hand violation.
Two-hand
That's a
violation. That's
warning
a
What do we have to
warning.
do? What do we have
On
to do?
Donnie.
It's just
If
a
he
warning.
has another two-hand violation,
yeah,
that
yeah.
means the next round, whatever he touches first, he has to pull.
Yes.
Okay. Choose one.
Our first full slate in the books, and here's
swing
another
on
look,
that
Dave.
side.
Again, easy
I mean,
to tell.
just violent
It's all right. It's
double-handed.
actually better than it happened now.
Absolutely.
It
No,
happened later.
and just for those staying home, the last 2 rounds, the person who has used 2 hands has also been the person to
Pull the
Jenga
losing
it.
block. Yep.
Okay, so now I have to take the
Brandon
first
in match
one?
No,
Big
you have
Cat-
one. No,
You're gonna take
if
the
you
one.
do it
You're gonna
again,
take
then
the
you
one.
Trent
Alright,
in
it's
match
not gonna
2.
happen again. I'm
That's
focused.
my move. That's what
4 blocks in as Big
Stand
Cat goes
like
back to
Stone
that
Love.
low.
strikes again.
I like that. That makes it
It's out.
unstable. Does that make it
Nearly.
Fast forward the
unstable?
game.
If he can get it out, we will have the 2 best words in Jenga. A hanging tower just 5 blocks in.
You're such a rat.
You
I
just
like
got
to push it. I like to push
aroused.
the tempo.
Yeah.
That's what
I
our
run
timeout was
tempo.
about.
It's 40 minutes from hell.
Don't let him get comfortable.
I wish we could call
So
it
is this a
timeout.
dangerous situation, Jake Marsh?
It will not allow certain moves on the lower portion of the tower from
Great
my
one right there.
experience.
It's a great move.
6 blocks
They
in.
put the music on already this early.
Big Cat known for his aggressive moves
I like
early
that.
in the match.
I have the
Fucking
I have
end
the,
it, get in there and knock them out early.
I have the
It's-
shortest
it's-
game in history.
Have you ever
Timeout.
seen Marvin Hagler versus Thomas Hitman Hearns?
There you go.
I have not, no.
Jesus Christ, Jake.
What was
Marsh.
I had the shortest game in history, right?
Yes, Big Cat pulled the 4th block. That was during the grid stream, July 29th, the 4th of 5 matches during our grid stream 2 weeks ago.
You've never seen Hagler Hearns?
I have not, no.
Watch it after this fucking thing's over.
Will
You
do.
let
That
it
is
blow?
such a pussy block. Come on, dude.
I've never seen
Play a
Hagler.
game. Play a man's game.
Am I getting that old? Does anyone down here never
Jake is like 24.
never seen Hagler Hearns?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
You either. Nobody's seen Hagler Hearns.
I have.
That top layer is
What
pretty
the
fucking
fuck?
off. We should have.
All right, so we're 8 blocks into our third and
wow.
final
Can
match.
you fix the top layer?
Greatest middleweight fight of all time.
Can you fix the top layer or no?
It's up to whoever. I mean,
It's all
It's
the way.
fine. I've been told it's fine by the man upstairs.
Okay. All right. Hank said it's fine.
Who's gonna fix it though?
Whose turn?
It's your turn.
My turn?
Fix what?
Big Cat's turn, block
Fix the
9.
top layer.
Well, you push it with the brick.
Remember, both of his turns, he used
Donnie, have
the
you
bottom
seen Hagler
row.
Hearns?
No.
What the hell?
What is Hagler Hearns?
What the hell is going on?
The
here?
greatest middleweight fight of all time, probably. Holy cow, I'm old.
I thought it was a movie called Hagler.
Big Cat creates another full slate, and we have our 5th Fiddleman's Crest of the match.
Be careful with that, huh?
I'm just feeling around.
See, that's what she said.
Yeah.
It is so
We
gonna
got to
have
talk
to
to
fix
Nick
that.
before the match. He
Yeah.
said the best way to
I don't
lose
know,
is
but then if you try to
overthinking.
fix it, you might
And that's
end
why
up
having Marty
knocking
Mush
it
as
over.
his teammate is optimal for him.
Oh, shot at Marty Mush.
What you say?
His teammate.
He said that you're dumb.
No issues with Nick in block
You said I
10.
was dumb already?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did you say he was dumb or did Nick
I
say
didn't
he was
say
dumb?
any. Nick in his pregame interview said the best way to lose is overthinking. That's why having Marty is optimal.
That's actually.
Yeah, that's Marty's dumb.
That's me.
Yeah, he called you dumb.
No, I think that was more. I don't think.
Exactly. It's all instinct.
Yeah.
Donnie going about midway through the tower, which would create another hanger.
Donnie's got shaky hands.
Yeah, he does.
That's a shaky dog.
He's an
there.
alcoholic.
Oh. Donnie just got called an alcoholic by Nick.
It's like this.
Should we sue
All right, that's not. Come on, that's just because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm shaking in hunger.
They have some more trash talk in this match earlier on than we've seen in previous.
Well, yeah, I mean, Nick called him an alcoholic.
Well, yeah.
And, I mean, Marty's been called dumb by his own teammates. The rotation here on both sides.
When we got to talk to Marty, he said he was anticipating Big Cat trying his mental antics, and that's being put to test immediately.
Yeah, I could see it because Marty likes to play along, too. And sometimes, even if he's not affected, he'll pretend affected, and that could end up hurting him.
He dummies himself into being effective.
Do these hands look shaky to you,
block
Nick?
12.
Yes.
It's good.
Oh yeah. Maybe I just have shaky eyes. So
How many people are left?
Down to 116 still.
Very cool. The
That is
active
shaky.
up score.
Yeah, the live leaderboard.
bag.
Very good. Very, very good.
But remember, the
shaky
6th and final question, you have to pick the exact number of blocks.
No, he's
Right.
If only I had a high noon to calm my nerves.
Big Cat creates a double hanger midway through. Retower success, and we're 13 blocks in.
Do you have any catchphrases for this, Jake Marsh?
For Jenga, not quite.
They don't teach that at your
Oh,
school.
Right?
Oh, Yahtzee.
Touch me in the square.
Nope.
But I
It's
would
a three,
welcome
it's a
any,
three-point line. I'm behind
any
it.
recommendations.
My.
How's this one looking, huh?
Up there?
No, that one right there. No. That.
Nick 1-1 in exhibitions. We mentioned he pulled the losing block on the July 22nd exhibition.
Be curious to see if this ends up being Donnie who loses it and goes 3 for 3 on the two-hand violation.
It's a great
being
block.
the loser.
Something
It's
to
a
watch
great
out
block.
for. Remember, if you're just joining us, Brandon,
Oh, that's a dirt
double
dog move.
committer of
Gentleman's game is out the
violations
window.
in match
Yeah,
1.
it's over.
I see
Trent
it.
did it in match
That's
2.
fine.
Both of those guys pulled the losing block, and Donnie with the violation
What's
early
everyone
on.
talking about that gentleman's move because of the way Nick placed the
Yeah.
thing?
So it's
that's nice.
It's
what he
not
did?
a strict
it's
rule,
opposite.
but you want to be a good sport and retower straight. So
Took
you're
a
not
little bit of
screwing over the
Adderall.
other
I have a
team when they have
prescription.
to.
It's perfectly legal.
I
Okay,
wouldn't
maybe
want
that's
to
why I'm
screw the
shaking.
other
You ever
team.
think of
The
that?
goal is to
Well,
win.
here's the thing. If there's 3 blocks, it would come out to
it's
hurt your own
I don't
team
even
on the
think
3rd
there's
block.
room.
Yeah.
That went over
He's
my
a jerk. Plop it on top.
Just use your other hand to do it.
Slide it in.
Trying to slide in block 15.
See?
Look
Th-
at
that's what
shakes.
she
The
said.
shakes are flying.
It's gonna be tight.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. Counter at about 34 right now.
I told you.
I gotta take a breath.
You want to call timeout?
Yeah, let's call
Timeout!
timeout.
And they will use their lone
All right,
timeout.
Okay.
You got it.
They have an interesting time to call it, as they were nearly complete with their turn.
Okay.
Now,
Sounds
what would
good.
happen if
Yeah,
the
slow,
process
slow.
fell over
All right,
right
cool.
now during a timeout?
That's a Jenga. The turn is not complete until you successfully retower up top.
Doesn't seem like you should be able to lose in a timeout, though, Jake Marsh.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes gravity has other things in mind.
There you go. There you go. Nice.
15
Good
blocks in.
work.
Let's go. That was a clutch timeout.
Yep. Composure.
Composure
You in the
Cat
tower.
coming back.
Nobody else is here.
As
What was
Marty
that
Mush-
look that Mush gave Nick? Almost
know.
fear.
Suddenly, we're seeing some more team chemistry issues.
Well, I don't know. That's it.
Mush
They're
and
just
Nick,
talking to each
what's
other.
the longest conversation you guys have ever had? Is it
Marty and I?
Longer than you think.
Marty Mush telling us earlier on
What's
he has
that
the
mean?
second sharpest elbows on Long Island, along with his skinny fingers. Remember, that is the 4th row, so that is legal.
Marty, where do you live now?
I'm moving to Jersey City.
Right now.
Around Conklin.
So you're far away.
Yeah.
Because we drove past that the other day, and Frankie's like, "This is where Marty lives."
It's
Way
deep.
the fuck out there.
It's like an hour and
That's
a
what
half.
she said. It's tight. Get it, Jake Byrne?
I do.
How were the Winklevoss twins, Dave?
There's something.
Yeah.
You know who works for the Winklevosses?
Yeah, I heard you
Fucking
say
Beardo.
Beardo, yeah.
Crazy.
Chain link.
Yeah, exactly, Hank. They're like, "Oh, we got great people working here." They're like, "You may know
rip.
him, Marshall Beer." I go, "Public, you don't got great people."
One mower, rip.
Big Cat trying to take out block 17.
I don't know what the fuck the heck. The fucking Winklevosses. The Winklevelli.
Are you going to partner with them?
I don't know. Good pull by Big Cat.
Favoring that right side. And it's
a little
good.
shaky too.
No issues
What
for
are we
Big
at
Cat
right
so
now?
far.
So
That was block
17 blocks.
17.
Give me your hand, Tice. It's a little shaky.
So that thing Big Cat did in the beginning didn't
That's my
really affect
comment.
anything with that one brick.
Not yet, no. He evened it out by pulling both sides.
What do you think of making the bricks skinnier?
All right, Donnie. Here
It
we
would
go.
make it tougher
We got
outside.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are the
Walking
standard
through clouds.
size.
Touch one of these.
Maybe even a shot
see
clock.
I kind of like that one
Like
right
10
there in
seconds.
the middle.
Yeah,
I like
that would
that one,
definitely
too.
amp things
Well,
up.
I don't know if it's going
And
to
remember, there are
Try
54
this,
blocks
try
on a
this
Jenga
level.
tower. We like to
Try
call
this
it
level.
the War of
Just
54.
touch those in the 4.
Did you just make that
Or
up?
no.
Made it up a few
Yeah,
weeks ago.
maybe if that works.
Use both hands to pick it up.
No,
gotta use
shut
both
up.
hands.
Don't.
How
don't
proud of
listen to
yourself
him.
were you when you did that?
I just threw it out there and people seem to like it.
Yeah, so
Slow.
how proud of you?
Slow.
If people like
1
it,
through
I'm
10,
proud.
how proud of you were you of
I'll give it an 8.
Very proud.
Yeah.
Those alcoholic hands are shaking.
Guys,
Block
my
19
God.
from
Stop using that
Donnie.
word, okay?
Interesting
he's
retower,
like
though,
Tom
Dave. That
Hanks
one's
in
definitely
Saving
not
Private
straight.
Ryan.
That's back
You
to
should
our
go.
gentleman's who
Oh,
we were
man.
discussing earlier on.
Well, he's shaking like a leaf. I don't think he was intentionally not straight.
I'm nervous. I drink an average amount of alcohol.
So those, remember, there's no multiple choice in this one.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Things are
Pick the
moving.
exact
Every
number.
time Mush has a
Things are
movement, he just stares at Nick
moving.
with puppy dog eyes.
Any ideas or what here?
Listen, it's just you and the tower. There's no, ignore everything else. It's all that matters.
Just grab one.
Yeah, grab one.
Just grab one.
Shut it, Dan. Trying to concentrate.
19 blocks.
Try
Oh.
to fist out a block.
Push it a little harder to make sure that it really is.
Have you tried 2 fingers?
Go.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Just,
Yeah, that one.
yep.
Push it
Give it a fist. Now,
hard.
Marty and Nick may have the longest fingers in this entire tournament, which I think is going to work to their advantage, unless he knocks it over right here.
Oh!
Can he create another crest? He does.
Another crest.
Our
Very
highest
excited.
Wait, no, I
Tiddleman's
put.
crest of the
All
day.
right.
You just love.
That's that one.
Just got to
All
call it out where you see
Yeah,
it.
no, you do.
So Big Cat, is he allowed to lift off one of the blocks and move it over?
You know the rules
Oh,
already.
Cat trying to take out block
What do you mean,
21.
I obviously don't.
Talking about, dude.
Ooh,
Yeah,
he's going to
obviously
slide that
not.
one over.
That was.
I've never seen that before.
Wow.
That's legal.
Risky by Big Cat, but it pays off.
Why was it? What other choice did he have?
He could have slid it in the middle and
The
maybe
middle
wiggled
one.
that one out. But
Yeah.
doesn't matter. We're on to block
Hey.
22.
Hey,
Oh!
don't be
come
going after that
on.
one. The bottom's bad.
Go with your gut. Yeah.
More than
yeah.
45,000 entered. We are down to 116. Still alive for that
What are the-
$500 progressive jackpot.
What are the possible outcomes? Oh, I guess that's too many. Never mind.
So did the last game go to 29 blocks?
It's
Or-
been it's been 26 in the first match, 29 in the second, pulled by Brandon and Trent respectively.
Brandon knocked over the tower.
Brandon and Trent after a rule violation by each
It
of
hasn't
them.
been the best day for Brandon.
Just a tough day
he
to
had 2 rules violations, and then he broke it.
I wish we had a timeout.
Both teams have used their timeouts.
You don't need it.
It's
How long
also,
does he have?
It's
Is
all
there a
time.
No
clock?
shot clock.
Which is nuts. We got to get a shot.
Yeah, we do.
Hank, can
See,
we
I
do
told
that?
you to go with your gut.
Good. Yep.
Good
The next
job.
broadcast, we will have the shot clock. I love it.
Our next Jenga, by the way, will be 1 week from today.
I don't want to get too crazy.
Gonna
but
wait for it
should
to
be
stop
like a
shaking.
almost like a sliding
would've
shot
won.
clock, like the
You.
long
You
range
ball
one.
this thing is shaking too.
Like a speed round.
Yeah.
Who wants a finger here? Who wants a finger?
All right, Donnie.
She said.
That's a loose.
I feel good about this.
Nick's now just playing.
Do you
with
know why
things
it's loose?
in-
Every Jenga block isn't made the exact same size.
stats.
Big Cat trying to box out Nick.
Don't care.
As he coaches his teammate.
There we go.
That one's out.
Good pull, Donnie. What block are we on?
Can he retower?
Those hands, dude.
Are those hands literally?
Get those hands a gin and tonic.
Spider.
He's been accused of it, but whatever he's on right now, it's working.
High noon.
Oh yeah.
A high noon hard
That's
seltzer,
my bad.
perhaps.
Or maybe yeah.
Dave, you have a favorite flavor?
No.
Do you like food, Dave?
I'm a food guy. Yeah, I like
What
food.
block
I
are we
enjoy
on?
food.
Oh, that sea bass ceviche. That sounded great.
Oh yeah, it was nice.
Let's
nice
not
little.
go gung ho in here. This is a
What block are we on?
it's a
Jake?
patient man's game.
23 blocks in.
Oh, that's
Two
nothing.
people have
Oh,
been
yeah. Come
eliminated
around to the
since
other
we
side
started
now.
this match. We're down to 114.
Help everyone out and push
Yeah, my hands
those
are
together.
shaking. Spider, hold my hands.
Push the whole thing together.
Going to row
Oh,
6
it's working.
off the top.
He's calming me down.
Oh, little shake action.
Top half moving more.
Push those together.
Can he create another full slate? He does. 24 blocks in the books.
Shakes would have put that one down.
Big Cat with block 25.
Yeah, do that one.
Big Cat saying he was going to rely on his mental game to get in his opponent's head, but right now, it's him and the tower, one-on-one.
Layer you can go with the middle block.
Is Big Cat matching all the way from shirt to mask to kind of shoes? You got a pink vibe.
Red
all the
and
way.
pink. I don't know. Do those match?
Your hat though.
He's a
I'll have
hype
to get a
beast.
Pantone
Red.
check
I'm a
on
hype
that
beast.
one, but
Yeah. And the mask too.
yep.
Oh yeah, bandana.
All right.
Block 25
Big Cat,
in the
come over here.
books.
Yeah.
Right around the 100
All you gotta do is get the shakes.
players remaining mark.
Yeah, we just gotta get to Dawn in here, but
That's it.
I don't know.
Okay. I don't understand the math. Okay.
Yeah.
I trust you. I saw you give that class in China.
Yes.
When you were a professor.
25 blocks.
PhD.
This isn't looking good.
That was an anti-aging.
Here?
So I trust you.
Nothing.
Now I-
No, that's
Careful.
not.
That is
no.
the fourth row. Remember, incomplete rows do count.
Thank you, Jake.
This is a joke.
So
what
you're saying
happened
you
up
can't
here?
pull
Can you
from
fix
He
that?
can pull from the fourth, so that one block up top, that counts as row 1, even though
Yeah.
it's not
Saying
complete.
you
you
can't do
fix
the
that?
top four.
You can't do the top 3. It has to be 4 rows down.
Got it. So why was he banging around the second row, Jake Marsh?
From what I saw, it was the 4th row, but maybe.
Yeah.
There's the
Nice.
Do
third row.
that.
Slow it down. Slow it
Do
down.
it.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Just
a-
beat.
yeah.
You know what?
Take advantage
What's the
of
point of
no,
playing
We're
this
down to
game if you're not gonna be
109
able to
players
bowl with it,
remaining.
You know?
You took this one, the middle from the highest one.
Well,
you could
yeah, I know, but you gotta,
Now
you
Big
know, you
Cat
have a
and Nick going
reputation.
at it.
People
little bit.
expect that. You're a tattoo guy.
What is those hands on that hat he has? What does that mean?
People all think that.
Not positive.
Is that a pirate's hat?
It is,
Yeah.
this
What is the hands on the side?
This is what they did when they got a hit, rarely, in like 2009.
So it's a gimmick hat for those at home. Nick, what's his name? Tortino is wearing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Tortellini.
That's
wearing
one.
a gimmick.
He actually is a Pirates fan.
I believe that, but the hat
Yeah.
is a gimmick hat.
Nick's favorite baseball player, Pokey Reese.
Oh, I like Pokey Reese.
There we go. Hey, one of. I can't talk right now.
What
He's
do you
focusing
do?
on that 4th row.
You don't know anything about Pokey Reese.
Pokey Reese
For
won the
now.
World Series with the Red Sox in 2004.
What was his highest he ever
Focus
hit?
on the block.
283.
One of the longer turns in this 3rd and final match.
How many home
goodness.
runs does Pokey Reese
Oh,
have?
goodness.
Total?
Top half
This,
shaking.
this is why you need a shot clock. I mean, right now he's a human rain delay. So just like, come on.
They're not budging.
Well, then do something.
All right.
Don't.
Yeah, do something.
Top half continues
Dave
to
just gave you an
seesaw
order
back
to
and
do
forth.
something, Nick.
Right.
No,
So
That's your first direct
Oh,
order.
yeah.
I don't know if
I
you
don't
Now
know.
he's
Do it.
chiseling
There you
one
go.
out.
Oh my God.
Good job.
6 rows deep.
Oh!
Keep going. You have to keep going.
Oh!
Slowly.
Oh, no. That's a load bearing.
One hand at a
Now
time.
it's
Now
going
he's
the other
pushing
way.
the other way.
Oh, nice. That
What a
was
move
smart.
by Nick.
That's a load
Can it
bearing
hold
block.
up?
Holy shit.
It's
buddy.
out. Can he retower?
2 hands, 2 hands.
Oh!
That was a great call,
Spider with a
Spider.
great call
Great
from the
call,
back
Spider.
corner.
It's only a warning, though.
Yeah.
So effectively does nothing.
This is so sloppy.
All right,
Bad boy
here he
Jenga.
is. There he is.
Warning
What's that?
issued.
Yeah, I get it.
You're excited.
We're going to get another look at this one.
Oh, look
Hang
at
on,
it.
Donnie.
Yeah, double. So again, next, if there is another double, he would be forced to take the next one.
The first block he touches.
Yeah. I almost think we should change that to an instant too.
26 blocks
Knock,
in.
knock.
A lot of glued together
Almost
blocks.
seems like he's feeling these bricks as if to look for buried treasure behind a wall. You know, when it's like you knock it to see if it's hollow.
Keep knocking.
Donnie looking for buried treasure. The 101 players remaining looking for that treasure in form of the progressive jackpot. $500 on the line.
It's bro. It's bro.
It's a pro guy.
He's a bro. Oh,
Yeah, do that
Donnie,
one,
let's
Donnie.
go.
Do it.
Yep. You got something you can grab on the other end.
Can Donnie create a split vice 1/3 the way down? He does.
Nice, Donnie.
Is this what was
Two
the
hands.
most bricks
Duh!
blocked?
Yeah! Yes!
That's a
Two
second
He did
hands.
two hands once
Yes.
again.
And that's pretty much game. If,
Two.
now
That's huge.
On his next turn.
on his next turn.
next
So
turn.
basically,
The
if,
first block he
if
touches.
Mush and Nick get through this next round,
Oh, fuck.
well, it's not over yet because it may not make it back to
Correct.
to Donnie.
I was going to try to push it over.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
he
not
is
push
shaking
over,
like a
though.
leaf to the point we maybe have to have him checked out.
So Donnie commits his second violation
So
of
if
the
the
day.
game gets back to Donnie, it's done.
I
would
just
have
drop
to
it in the middle. See if you
touch
can drop
one
it in the
block
middle.
and
See if you
commit
can
to
drop it in
it.
the middle.
Correct. So it's done
So
if
you
it
just
makes.
drop
But
it in the
I don't
middle.
think it's gonna make it back to him the way this is going.
Yep.
Trying to put together
You
block
can move. You can touch
27.
the other block. Can he not?
Are you allowed to
Can
do
he
what
move
he just
the
did?
other ones? So
He
move
can
the
move
other
it,
Move
yes.
the other blocks.
He
Move
won't
the
have
other
this
block.
luxury on his next turn.
But I can only touch one block at a time, but
Yeah.
a block can touch a block.
A block and touch a block. Truer words than never been spoken.
For some reason, that's not pushing.
Yeah, do that. There you go.
Haven't seen many troubles with the retowering process today until this
Yeah.
moment with Donnie.
Push it. You
Nobody
got it in
has
the
the
right
shakes
angle.
like
Yeah,
Donnie
Push it
either,
all the way
so-
over there and now slide it in. Slide it in from that end.
That's what she said.
So
Yeah.
push it over. No, Donnie.
Yep.
Push that over. Yep. Keep pushing it over. Keep pushing it over. Now slide it in the middle.
Yeah.
There you go. Now slide it right in.
That's what she said.
Can Donnie complete block 27?
I can touch a block up here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really, this game is done within 4 moves. It's just whether if Donnie is up again, it's over.
I have to.
Based
get
on
aggressive,
history,
Donnie.
that would
Unless
be the
I
case.
pick
I know, but
a
I
good
have to
block,
get-
'cause-
I have to get aggressive.
So
Yeah.
Donnie
Still
completes
something.
block
I think I have to take a
27.
risk, right?
And then,
And I
so
have
that
to
just
take-
means
I have to take a
Marty
crazy
Mush.
risk.
the next turn I need to take the first block.
But I have to take a crazy risk on my
Yes,
turn
yes.
to try to force the issue.
Almost screwed up the.
So now the strategy comes into play a lot more.
Yeah, so Big Cat's saying when he goes, he's going to be aggressive because we know if it gets to Donnie's turn again. But I don't know that it will. What was the record most blocks we've had?
Today it's 29.
All right.
Overall in our exhibitions it's been 38.
Oh, all right. So. Yeah. Okay.
Mush and Nick in a bit of a pickle here.
Some fucking advice.
Marty Mush making his Jenga broadcast debut where Nick has a pair of exhibitions under his belt already.
No?
I'm gonna have to just do something.
You're gonna have to do something.
I have to do something.
Down to 93 players, Dave.
Yeah, just keep hammering.
Marty.
He's chiseling.
No, that's good.
No, it's the tower's moving more than the block.
Just let me go.
Sure.
Yeah, you're right.
So shut up there to Nick from Marty Mush, pretty much.
I mean, this is coming. See ya.
Big Cat calling for the tower to fall.
He's loosening it.
See ya.
Tap by tap.
You think I should keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Seems committed to that middle block.
Go loosen it a
Where
little.
are you going?
Get the old pokey.
There it is.
Yeah.
Long fingers.
Pays off.
It's out. And he's
That
got a
was
full slate to
unbelievable.
work with up top. Superb
So here
move
comes
by Marty Mush.
Big Cat, who said he would be aggressive to try to force the issue.
We're 28 blocks in,
Oh.
but Big Cat,
That
season opening.
This one,
3 times in a row.
This one, Donnie.
Oh, he's feeling it out.
Wow.
I thought you were going to use a code
Big
word
Cat's
so they wouldn't know
3
that.
moves
Well,
ahead.
you
He's
need
trying to
multiple
help out
options.
Donnie and set him up when
This
it's his
one,
turn in a couple of moves.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, but you're
So yeah, but I'm giving him multiple
Well, remember,
options.
Nick's next.
Well,
He
he's
could
calling
use
this
one of
one,
Big Cat's
this one.
advice right here.
All right, so you got 2. You remember these? Remember these 2?
Yes, I do.
Down to 75 players remaining.
You're fucked. You have nothing
Cat
left.
going
Easy,
low.
just slid it right out.
Another split bice.
What we got?
I still don't think Donnie's going to survive, although it was a good move what he did.
I'm gonna put one hand.
And Big
down
Cat
the back of my
completes
pants.
block
Let's go.
29. So now Nick with block 30 will use one of the blocks that Big Cat pointed out.
So you know which one now, right?
Yes, I do. Right above that. Don't know.
Nick committing to that top one, 5 rows down. Could we get another
Actually,
Tittleman's
that
crest?
one's below, so but. let's see.
It's
I don't
out.
know, it might
No
be
issues
soft
for
now.
Nick
That might be tough.
so far.
And here comes Donnie. Now, again,
Here we
Can
go.
you guys
Cat
push
uses
these together
noodle.
up top? This is just
The
a
first
joke.
block Donnie
Gentlemen's
touches,
game.
he must commit
Put it
to.
together.
Because if you're just joining us, he has already
Please.
committed 2 rules violations with 2 hands.
That one
As you
for
see one of them right here
Big
from
Cat's
4 moves
your
ago.
original
Also mad
one.
at I think
I
he's
just
basically
don't know if it
accusing
would
Nick
work now.
Tarani of splashing the pot.
Yeah, they're so sloppy up top.
30
Gentlemen's
blocks
game.
in. Our longest match of the day.
So I don't really know what Donnie's doing.
It's that
He's
one.
just staring
It
at
is that
stuff.
one, but I don't think that one.
I think it's still loose.
The
I think
first
it's gotta
one
be
he
loose.
touches,
You got to
he
be
commits
soft with
to.
it. You got to be soft with it.
You've got 3 over here.
I
and
understand,
you
but
won't
you
have
just
one
got to
there.
be soft with it. What else are you gonna do?
And remember, no matter what Donnie
could
does here,
try
it must be at
Mush's
least 4
hammer
rows
approach.
down.
This again would
No, if you touch a
fulfill
block,
the
you have
prophecy
to
of
pick.
whoever
I know,
can't
but then I
keep
can
2 hands
keep
off
on
the brick
hammering
in
like
the
that.
That one's done. It's
But
done.
no,
Alright.
I just. How do the
seems to
physics
be
work?
now
Would this
not
work
going
if there
with-
isn't a block here, but there's 3
There's
blocks
that one
up
hanging
here,
out on the right
2
side.
blocks.
Yeah.
It would be legal on that
it should
4th
be
row,
okay.
and I think they're eyeing
But
that.
I don't see
Can't
that
commit
anywhere else
Oh, I
on
see
the
what
board.
you're
A lot
saying,
of talk.
Yeah. All right, so no.
All right, gentlemen, let's work.
I don't
A
like.
little
yeah.
hurry up action.
No,
from
you're right.
Spider,
You're right.
which
You're
I
right.
like.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Could be a shot
So
clock.
I think he's
in the
going to
near
not
future.
go with the ones that were
You're right.
pulled. So now he's just going to touch one, and this is the game. I'd say this is it.
So
I think we're about
do I
to
try
witness
to
the
like
end.
All right,
hammer
Dave calling his
that
shot
one?
on block 30.
But that's probably going to be hard to get out.
History would side with him.
Now,
Or
what
do
What about this middle? That one. I think that
I
one.
just when you're so high up at the top, it gets super shaky.
I'm going to fall asleep here, so let's move along.
Down to
I'd go with
54
that one.
players.
54.
Middle.
But remember, you
row
must
middle.
pick the losing
Touch
block.
it,
Who
Donnie.
pushes it?
Slow.
Touch it, Donnie.
And
Third
the
row,
exact
you mean?
number.
Touch it,
No, that's
Donnie.
the 4th row.
Dave now pressuring
Whack
Donnie.
it, Don.
Touch
That's the
it.
4th row.
Yeah.
Touch it.
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
Whack it, Don.
Touch it.
First
It's
block
gonna-
he touches, he commits to.
4. Slow though.
Touch it.
This
Go
one,
slow.
this one is still extremely loose.
So then touch it.
Then do it. Then do it. Then
Take
do
your
it.
time.
Do it. But go
Take your
slow.
time.
Do it.
It's a big decision.
Jesus.
Just I don't know if the physics fucking.
You don't know physics.
Just touch
Speaking
the
of
fucking
physics.
block, Donnie. Holy cow.
Marty did compliment his teammate Nick for knowing every ick.
I don't
which
think
includes
there's
physics.
anywhere there's 3 and 1.
We need a shot clock.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna actually use the eye method.
What have you been using?
You can see the feel method.
This is another one. That I would.
Did
that
Big Cat
could
just
go.
touch it?
No, I didn't. I'm pointing to it. That could work.
Yeah.
Oh, he
That's a
touched
touch.
it. He
That's a
touched
touch.
it. He touched it.
Committed to that one.
Wow.
It's glued in. I don't know about that
That's
choice,
the
Dave.
one though.
Yeah, keep
Go slow though. Go slow and soft.
That's what
That's
his
what
hands
she
have been
said.
doing.
Good.
Woodpecker.
This is gonna be
He's
tough.
got some
once he
momentum.
gets-
Been
yeah.
told to watch the monitor.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Why Hank told me to do that. I feel like I'm in a remote studio. I don't know why I'm watching the monitor as opposed to him. Okay, thank you.
See if you can pull.
Looks like he just cramped
Slowly
up.
pull.
Looks like he just too much physical exertion.
Use
there.
your other hand. Don't use two hands, but use your other hand.
30.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
All right.
Donnie, yes.
That hand is
no.
shaking like a leaf.
Oh, no.
I need encouragement.
Yeah, you got this. You got this. You got this.
I didn't mean to say, oh no. I meant, oh no, you're so good.
By the way, Dave, if Donnie pulls this losing block, we would have 12 winners, splitting the $500 progressive jackpot.
You got
If
this.
he
Don.
fails, if
Correct.
he Jengas.
There of the 54 remaining, 12 of them have Donnie pulling the losing block
Yes,
combined
Donnie!
with 30 blocks. But those people are now in trouble. Can he retower?
Soft.
I mean, isn't this a very easy retower?
Yeah, it is. He's just doing the eye test again. No, put it in the middle. Put it in the middle.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
It's already done.
What's he doing?
He's got to complete. Big Cat wants
I
to
was
move,
trying to
and the turn is complete.
balance out the tower for you.
What a
little
move from Donnie, despite all of the adversity. Pressure
I'm
back
keeping
to
this hand
Mush.
in my pants. It's the only way to play Jenga.
That would work.
This one?
No, that was to make it fall.
This one?
That's the
I
only
think I'm
one
just
in that
gonna do
row.
it. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, Dave, so this is the longest match of
Right
the
here?
day, 31
Mhm.
blocks.
That?
5
Yeah.
of our 8 exhibitions have gone north
Yes,
of
do
30
it.
blocks.
You got this. This would be a legendary move.
Yes.
You would be immortal.
Dude, you would be
Oh,
a
Marty
legend.
discussing potentially doing the tablecloth
a
move where
legend.
you just
have
take
to.
it quickly.
This is ridiculous.
Just do it. Don't even give yourself
would
a
be
second
risking
to
it
think
all, to
about
say
it.
the least.
Don't even, because then you'll get in your own head. You have to just fucking ready, set, go. Do it. Do it. Then you like if you surprise the Jenga blocks, they won't be ready for it. Ready, go.
They don't have feelings.
Do it.
All right. Nick.
See, you're letting the Jenga blocks know. You gotta
Nick,
just pull.
say yes.
It was
You
an
gotta
honor
pull.
playing with you. Let's do this.
You gotta pull.
And that's it! Marty Musha Jenga on block 31.
Yeah, I had to do it. You had something you had
And
to
our
do.
third and
talking me through
final
some rough
match
times, Big
is
Cat.
done as Big Cat and Donnie take it.
That was the most Mario
That
Mush
came
move
right
ever.
out of my pants.
Like, what the hell
But
did
no,
you think
I
was gonna
didn't go.
happen there?
Didn't go underneath that.
Oh, thank
He
you.
tried
All
to
right,
defy
nice.
the laws of
They
physics.
said
and
I
it
was
did
an
not pay
alcoholic.
off.
They called me Shake.
Well,
I can
those
go to
things
a
are
bar.
true.
Gonna get
I
another
can
one
go
of
to a
this
bar,
shortly.
have
you
one
mean
drink
when
and
you
call it a
just try
night.
to
But an
rip
alcoholic,
the
yeah.
thing out, it breaks?
Donnie?
No
Right.
shit.
That was great, man.
Dude.
So it
Great
did not
pull
pay
at
off
the
for
end.
Marty
Yeah.
Mush, and
Huge.
block 31 is where this thing ended. Here you go, Dave. Another look once again.
I mean, it's again Marty Mush.
Marty Mush pulls the losing block, and he is standing by down the stream with Joey on the
What's
sideline.
the winner situation?
Thanks, Jake. Marty, rough go there at the end. What went into that final decision to try to rip that one out?
I was just happy I wasn't shaking the entire time like my opponents, but I wanted to be legendary, and it didn't work out.
Legendary is a relative term, so legendary in some sort of way, right?
Don't give me. I don't do good with ifs. I just want to whack it around, bangarang.
There you go. There you go. Appreciate it, Marty. Back to you, Jake.
All right, thanks so much, Joey. And Dave, before Joey sits down with Donnie, just Marty Mush, not a fan of that move?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, it was an obvious give up.
Fair enough. All right, down the stream with Joey and Donnie.
Thanks, Donnie. Congratulations again. And, man, you were doubted throughout the entire time. You had alcoholic being thrown out your way. Well, first of all, was there anything that went into the shaky hand?
I think it's jitters, nerves. Had a salad for lunch that may have thrown me off. Yeah, I do drink a lot of alcohol, but like I would never call myself an alcoholic. Like I can have one drink and leave the bar. Do you know a lot of alcoholics that can do that?
I do not.
Yeah, so that was just them trying to get in my head. Marty Mush was calling me Shakes. And like if they want to say I'm a bad Jenga player, that's fine, but when they attack my character, it just really gets under my nerves. So I didn't want to let my teammate Big Cat down. Had to come through in the clutch, and I think we were able to keep our composure.
Came through in the clutch, indeed. Congrats again, Donnie. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks, Joey. Thank you, Donnie. Congrats to Donnie and Dave. Before we sign off, got to give a shout out. We have 7 winners today. They'll be taking over $71.43 each. Congrats to Marvin Martian, Jabo, Nick Nides, Zach Evans 777, Big Rob XL, Will Muschamp, and Bo Sparks. 71.43
Will
in there.
Muschamp. He's the guy who fucked the shark.
You're thinking of Jim McElwain, but it wasn't Jim McElwain.
Got it.
Former Florida coach as well. So that'll do it for our broadcast today. 3 great Jenga matches in the books, and we'll see you on Monday for some table tennis. So for our producer Hank and my broadcast partner Dave Portnoy, I'm Jake Marsh signing off from Stool Streams Stadium. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next week here from Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer.
Good job.